Hi, everybody, and welcome to another live stream. This is going to be a little different from our normal Saturday chit-chats. As you can see, I'm joined by the delightful Londyn Bradshaw, Arson Nicki, and Fraya Love.
Hi!
What's up?
Yay! So we've got a lot of friends in the chat. Lovely to see Roy Marvin and Carrie Louise Henderson, Archie Gunn, Good Guy Angel.
Team beard.
Oh, okay, everybody wants to keep the beard. Devin Rue's here, Uncle Deadly, Carrie Louise Henderson.
Devin
wonderful,
Rue's here.
wonderful.
Hi, Devin Rue. How are you? Sorry I missed you at PAX.
So we did chat briefly at PAX. It was lovely to see you there. I don't know if anybody else in the chat made it to PAX, but if you did, I hope you got to see our show.
I did not make it.
Oh, shut up. Wait, you didn't, though. Wait,
No.
You didn't. Yeah. Anyway.
Thumbs up for the audio, which is phew. That's good.
Seriously.
Oh, good. We got audio. Perfect. That's great.
Shake is here.
Background is.
Oh, it's here's.
Oh, bitch!
Beard.
Yes!
Let me see.
Work. I love it. Come on, runway.
You can tell that my lips stained my face.
Eric Hunt wants real drag. Shave the beard. There is no such thing as real or fake drag. As long as yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Real drag and have a beard says 101 Space Monkey. Yes. Roy Marvin says rather gothic. Brian D wants to keep the beard. So I think generally sentiment seems to be coming down in favor of the beard. So
I'm down for the beard. I love the beard.
unless you haven't heard, we're going to be putting me in drag today. And yeah, that's the plan.
We are?
Sorry, should have said.
You just told me to come over and hang out.
Someone did not come prepared.
I thought we were just hanging out as a group today.
We were just gonna
Just
sit
kidding.
down, have breakfast, have a little mimosa.
I did bring my spicy chorizo from Starbucks.
Yes, you did, bitch. But I think we have a plan. Do we have a plan?
We have a plan.
We do
We
have a plan.
Are we talking about the plan?
Yeah, let's talk about
We
the
keep
plan.
prepared.
Well, this is the Queens and Matt. Welcome back to our channel.
This is London's first day.
Yeah, this is my first
This
day.
is first time in drag.
Oh yeah. By the way, if you aren't already familiar, this is some of the cast of Queens of Adventure, our live show and podcast comedy show featuring drag queens playing Dungeons and Dragons. We are just in the middle of a Kickstarter right now to bring some of our cast to Chicago to record a whole bunch of bonus episodes and new adventures with new queens, some adventures with actual play podcasts. James just posted a link down there if you go to queensofadventure.com. Oh, and a tip from
word.
Reed Strand. Thank you so
Thanks
much.
for the tip, girl.
So yeah, head over to queensofadventure.com to check out the show, and also there's a link there to the Kickstarter. Witch Hunters watching from Russia. Amazing.
Oh, what's up, Russia? I don't speak Russian. Wait, what?
Freya.
I don't know. Something about watching from Rainbow Hey from Russia. Yeah,
Rainbow
we're
Hey.
watching your videos.
Yay.
Just don't get caught, girl.
So let's talk about the plan, because I don't know what it is.
So I think Londyn was gonna start.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna the three of us are gonna put Matt in drag, and we'll first say that every drag is different. I can tell you all four of us, if we were to do drag, the three of us back here do drag.
If.
This is my first day doing drag. No, but the three of us do drag very differently. So we all do our makeup very differently. However, I personally have learned to do makeup from Freya, so it may
And
be
I
the
really
same.
like Arson's process.
Yeah.
She's very quick.
So we're gonna, I think, once we're gonna start off with Londyn doing brow blocking, and I'll do more skin prep, laying the base and contouring and that sort of stuff along with Londyn. And then once we get everything powdered and ready to go, I think Freya is gonna be doing some of the more detailed work, because that is not my forte. That's for sure. Yeah, like brows and eyes and all of that.
Which
Really,
I
really
think we're gonna leave a
fantastic
lot of
stuff.
that up to you.
Yeah, in terms of some of the more creative, like what color should we do, and those sorts of things. Maybe we'll throw some stuff to the
What
chat.
kind of brow? Are we gonna even have brows on, Matt? Are we gonna do browless look? What's gonna happen?
Thank you for the tip, Aaron.
If it helps, the wig that I brought is the same wig from the last live stream that we did.
Oh, it's the lavender one.
Yes, the lavender and pink and purple and mauve / gray dusty wig. So
We also have a ton of makeup palettes, some from each of the queens.
and two of which we're not going to speak of.
Yeah, we have. We're not speaking of it.
No.
Oh no, girl, we don't.
We don't
talk
say the
about
name.
We
We're
don't
not
talk about.
sponsored.
Yeah, we're not
We have-
sponsored.
we have,
They're problematic.
We have a problematic palette, but the colors are great. I can't wait for the problematic person to come for me on Twitter because I'll know that I'm famous. But these are some of the colors that we're gonna try. We have support POC people, so we have
Fenty. Come on,
Fenty
Rihanna.
lipsticks. So from Rihanna, we're waiting for her to drop her album this year, which is never gonna happen.
You know it's gonna come out like December 31st, right?
Yeah, watch.
Like,
She'll be like, surprise,
2
bitch.
minutes to midnight.
Yeah.
It came out in 2018,
Yeah, we've
bro.
got a ton of makeup stuff to work with.
Yeah,
so
a lot of it.
I'm
If you
really
could like
excited.
see what we're working with.
There's
Girl.
there's a huge spread.
It's an arsenal.
It's a spread.
It's an armada.
It's an arsenal.
It's like Thanksgiving dinner here with like the full like cornucopia.
Yeah, just don't
Oh,
eat it.
thanks, Jay Fowler, for loving my cardigan. It's super
Yay.
cute.
It's gonna go on Matt because we forgot an outfit.
We do have somewhere, James, if you want to like hunt around in the
Oh
closet.
my gosh.
Shut the
We
front.
have the Golden Girls outfits.
We've got
Yeah,
some.
I
Yeah.
don't even know what that is, and I already want.
Right, I'm
I
done.
want to see
Done.
it.
Absolutely, yes.
Please
Yes.
welcome to the stage, problematic
Palette.
palette.
We've got back when Value Village was a thing here in Seattle. We went and got some Golden Girls dresses for a video that is still on my YouTube channel. If you want to go seek that out, where I played all of the Golden Girls green screened all together into a scene.
Shut. Hold on. Why has this not gone viral?
I don't
And
know.
Where is it?
Ask the internet. It's on my YouTube channel.
Wait, I can get a link.
James will post a link in the chat. He says. Alex Miller asked for Culture Cruises coming soon. Yes, I'm working on a Frasier episode that'll be
Oh,
coming out
yes,
very
okay.
soon. Value Village is still a thing. Just gotta go up north. Oh, I miss it so much.
Me too.
Yeah, I work in Redmond, so I work right next to a Value Village, and so it's done very well for my drag
I live in
this year.
Erie, so I have no idea if there is one. I know that there's a couple of thrift stores, but I love thrift storing. I love thrifting. That's my favorite. That's where I got this and this.
Oh.
I got
The
it
one
at the bins in LA. Yeah.
The one in Everett is amazing. I've been there. That's where I started my drag.
Cool.
Work.
So we're gonna get started. I don't think Matt will be able to talk as much because we will be busy. So wait.
If we have interview questions for Matt, I say go
I
ahead
think
and
for
ask
this,
them while we're doing it.
I think for this first part, since you're going to be doing brows, we can be pretty chatty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be really. Oh yeah, you can be really chatty. I think it's the lips where you're gonna
Be like,
Oh yeah, just the lips.
Hold the door.
Shut up.
So again, I think that we are gonna make the announcement. Remove the glasses.
Here we go.
Okay.
And we brought our friend
dun,
Vic.
dun.
I'm just kidding. We're not gonna shave his eyebrows
I
off.
feel like all problematic like MUAs on the internet. So
Wait,
I'm
let's
like,
start
welcome
off
back to
with-
my channel.
But first, we need to clean.
Oh yeah, clean
we-
off
brows
the
with.
brows.
So we're gonna actually teach you all the lessons.
Don't get the alcohol in his eyes.
this
please,
is my-
Londyn. I trust you, but I don't trust you at the same time.
This is my first day here. I'm also a medical assistant and an X-ray technician. So
Wow.
Wait, that's actual tea though.
Yeah.
Like,
So whatever hospital you
So
work
close
at,
your
I
eyes.
will not be
So we're gonna
at.
be doing some X-rays.
Kidding. I'm just kidding. I love you.
I'm just kidding.
I really love you. We love each other.
We love each other no matter
We
what
just
Twitter
talk
says.
shit.
First of all,
We're
brush your
sisters.
teeth if you're gonna do other people's makeup, so they don't have to suffer. I
And
did
your
that,
hands. Wash your
and
hands.
then wash your hands so your hands don't stink. So I'm gonna take
gonna
alcohol
sit down.
and clean.
too.
You're gonna sit down. Okay. So I'm gonna take alcohol and clean the brows. That way the gunk is out of the brows.
I have a lot of gunk in my eyebrows. I was just like rubbing raw chicken on my face
Welcome to
earlier.
the stage, Gunky Brow.
And then the video, the YouTube video of Matt and Golden Girls drag is live.
Fantastic.
On the link.
So while Londyn is, I'm just kidding.
Also, if you're touching people, you always ask them for consent. I think that is very important.
Yeah.
And can I touch you?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I'm pretty sure the consent was
too late.
To do the live video.
I invited you over here.
Yeah, we said we were gonna play Twitch this morning. And apparently, this is inaccurate.
This is Twitch, girl. Well, I guess we're playing YouTube.
Yeah. We're on the YouTubes.
Okay, so while Matt's brows are drying, you guys can ask any of the queens any questions, preferably ones that are appropriate.
Or ask Matt.
Sure. Carrie Louise Henderson wants to know if any of you have lip synced to Nirvana since you're in Seattle.
Oh my gosh, I would. That sounds really
No,
fun.
but you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to do Courtney Love.
Mm.
But like I didn't want to because I didn't want to get hate from like the Seattle people. But apparently it's not that big of a deal.
I don't even think that queens do lip syncs to Macklemore either.
No, not these days.
No,
Not
like
lately.
after I think Thrift Shop was it.
Matt, wait, close your eyes real quick.
Yep.
I'm gonna spray your face with primer soda.
Oh no.
This primer starter is basically like coconut water. It keeps all the pores. How do you explain it?
It's
Keeps
just
all the
for
pores.
fun and it
Yeah,
smells good.
It's just for fun. It smells
it's a
good.
primer. It pretty much. Ooh, what? I mean, it
What-
kind of.
what does this one
I don't
do?
trust spray primers. But essentially, what primer does, it smooths the skin and preps the skin for makeup and helps the foundation and everything stick and glide.
Connor says, "Love your shirt, London."
Thanks. Do you guys like my googly eye Supreme hat?
Oh
I didn't even notice.
It does have googly eye.
Did no one else notice that?
No.
Someone stuck googly eyes to it in Alaska. Bitches.
Was it Poyo?
Yes.
Ah!
And we'll just say it was.
Poyo, also a cast member of Queens of Adventure.
Yeah.
She appeared in our San Francisco cast.
I told her a bitch. I was like, you didn't tell me? Alright, so when gluing, there's a couple questions for me. I saw, how did you get your start in drag? I'll answer that in a second after I do this. And then, does Matt have a drag name yet? Problematic Palette. That's what just kidding. Yeah, no.
I've been going with Agatha Christie.
I mean,
great.
it works, which is
It's
great because
really
you
good.
love solving mysteries.
Mhm.
And,
I like a cozy mystery, and I'm like an old person.
It's also
Yeah.
cease and desist proof, which
Mm,
is
yes.
is key. People do run into that sometimes.
like Sabaro Pizzerina.
Yes.
Is that why she changed her name?
Yeah,
to Old
she got a
Witch.
cease and desist from the Sabaro company.
Shut the
Yeah.
fuck
Yeah,
up.
it was a moment in time.
Alright, so
Which I don't
when,
think I ever
when doing your brows,
met
you guys can talk.
Sabaro
When doing your brows, you basically, the way I do it is I go against the grain. So I'm going to take Matt's brows and do the glue against his eyebrows so it looks all wonky like that. And then you go back this way and smooth it down. You do
Feels very, like, weirdly, I guess it feels like glue. It just feels like my skin's real tight.
We love tight.
Toy, like a toiga.
Toy, like a toiga. And then I'm going to take this little tool. I use this side and then you comb his brows. Sorry if I'm poking you.
No, that's good.
But you want to make sure I'm the only cast member of Queens of Adventure that I think has brows.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's true.
So that's why I'm doing the brow.
Irene.
oh yeah,
Irene has brows.
Irene
wouldn't know.
is busy this morning, so I'm the only one that has brows. Just kidding.
She's taking her brows elsewhere. Me and my brows are leaving.
So we're gonna let this set dry. I do this like 3 times. I do a different thing though than Arson does, but we'll let Arson let you teach her how she does hers. My start in drag started.
Oh, because we don't have a blow dryer, do we?
No.
Oh, and Cheka brings up a good question.
Powder. Use powder. It dries it faster.
Are you going to paint me with this shirt on? Because I might need to get this over my head at some point to put on a actual drag. So should I be in like a tank top or something? So I'm not like.
No, we're just gonna rip it off your body.
We're just
Oh,
gonna
okay,
cut
that's
it
fine
off.
too. Sure, sure.
Wise.
This is the T-shirt that has a reference to Iron Man, Crystal Skull, Tales of Despereaux, Speed Racer, and The Love Guru. These are all movies that the company that I worked for worked on the year that I started working there.
I think you should be fine. It's like it would be different if we were putting nails on you, but like there is a method to like pulling your like collar
Okay.
like that. Yeah.
Do you have dish soap that I can wash my spunkies
Under the sink.
under the sink? Of course.
Kitchen
under the
sink.
What are you looking for, London?
Connor wants a dramatic shirt rip like the Hulk.
What are you looking for, London?
Yes, Uncle Deadly, Agatha Christie did appear in a
To
previous
brush off
Queens
the
of Adventure live
No,
show.
to put the powder on and brush it off.
Oh, I mean, can't you just do a puff?
I don't have puff.
That's why
I
I'm
have a-
washing
I have a
my
puff.
sponges. But yeah, you can open up my Laura Mercier.
Here.
Roy Marvin wants us to use
not
mortician's
bottom
clay.
scissors, but,
Yeah, I'll watch with interest the method of removal of the shirt. Me too.
Power with fingers, and it's giving me an anxiety attack.
I was just talking to somebody about weird uses. Oh, for dish soap, it was Pete Rush, who's a local theater designer and artist. He was saying that when you paint over tape, you mix the paint with dish soap so it sticks to the paint. The more you know.
That is really fascinating.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Okay, so I'm running into a lot of wood
Sure,
conditioner.
I'll help you.
Yeah, you don't want the wood conditioner. It should be in a bag. Like it's one of those weird method bags.
Yes.
I didn't realize. Okay, gotcha.
Or you could also use wood conditioner on my face. That would probably work.
No.
You know, you wanna condition your wood after you shampoo it.
I like conditioning wood. But not that badly.
Yeah, my wood's in critical condition.
James, I'm
Roll initiative for that wood.
I'm
gonna
gonna
have you roll deception.
I'm gonna be on chat duty.
Okay.
So for those of you who are just joining, you're watching Matt get into drag. And there is a plan, but there also isn't a plan. You know what I'm saying?
I was told that we're playing video games today.
Theater people do have all sorts of tricks. I know I got started doing makeup when I was a theater major, and I took the required. Well, it wasn't really required, but it was required to graduate. Theatrical makeup class, and theatrical makeup and day-to-day out and about makeup can be very, very different. So yes, learning some of the theatrical tricks was very, very, very helpful.
James, do you remember when our friend Liz was taking I think it was theater makeup class, and she just like covered herself in scars?
Oh, yes.
There's just like scars in her entire face. And they just like walked around the dining hall.
Is that the actual James Mansfield?
Oh, I think it might be. James
Oh my
Mansfield.
God.
Thank you for joining. Good to see you.
Hi, James.
Mansfield?
Yeah.
Hi, James Mansfield.
Freya says hello. We've got Arson in London.
What
here.
kind of forced feminization?
Sorry,
Blink twice if you need help.
We're always in need of a little help over here.
Yeah, are we talking like in the moment or like existentially? Because yes.
I see a therapist once a week.
This is like this feeling of this is fascinating. It's like simultaneously very like meditative and feels like a massage, but also I have this weird thing about like James will attest to this being partially wet. Like if like one part of my body is wet but the rest of my body isn't wet, then I get like really freaked out. I don't know what that is. I don't know what it's about, but like I could feel like there's a little bit of like dampness from whatever you're putting in my eyebrows, and it's like making me really tense.
It's glue.
Okay, great. So it'll dry.
So we're gonna let this dry for a second. Someone asked a question. What was the question earlier?
There was a question in the chat, London.
Like, when did you start doing drag? I actually joined the Imperial Court System, which is like a drag fundraiser group, and I had to do drag for that, and then someone told me I think I was good at it, so I started it, and here we are today.
Matt looks like he smoked a few joints. Is that true?
No, actually, I've had nothing.
I would never.
I think it's just when I take my glasses off, it makes my eyes seem really small, so it looks like I'm squinting.
Well, I will say, on camera, your brows are already disappearing.
Oh,
and
no.
It's a very different look.
Oh, well, so there is.
Eye drops if you need them on the table.
It's quite dramatic.
Is it crazy? Is it crazy?
There's a monitor in front of me, but I'm not going to look at it, so I'm not going to be able to see myself until the entire thing is done.
Well, so what's so funny is that this particular powder has a ton of flashback to it. So any like lights that are like coming at us, which there's like lights here and here and here and here, are actually gonna like produce like a blowout sort of effect on camera, and it's actually really, really dramatic in the monitor compared to real life. Like you could definitely like Matt's brows are sort of like grayed out in real life, but like on camera they're practically gone at this point. It's like really wild.
You could do though? You can use that red Fenty lipstick as a beard cover for the eyebrows.
Well, we're glued on, so that's.
Well, I mean, once you're done gluing.
We've let that ship sail.
Well, I mean, you're not done yet. Once you've got all the glue on and it's covered, use the red to go over the powder.
When did you two realize that you wanted to shave your brows off?
Oh, that's a really good question. I actually.
And
I
why?
had a Britney Spears moment.
Well, so Freya says she has a Britney Spears moment. I was actually only doing drag for 6 months before I started shaving my brows, and I wasn't like making any money off of it. I wasn't like gigging enough to like really do it, but I like dove head first, and I was like, you know what? I really care. My brow blocking like takes an hour because my brows are naturally bushy, and like taking an hour off of your makeup routine every single time you get into drag saves so much time. So it's like, boom, why not take it off? And like, yeah, people treat you like differently, but like, if you love what you do, who gives a shit? You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
I think I brought a wig cap.
Oh yeah, see,
There you go.
I've also shaved off all my hair, so I don't have to deal with any of this
Right.
like tie
Well,
back
like,
your hair nonsense.
My moment was the same thing where it took 45 minutes off, like 45 minutes to an hour off my drag, but then you start getting better at the makeup, and then that starts taking you for fucking ever as well.
Yes, starting drag to piss off family.
Yeah, Roy Marvin.
Word.
That's yeah. Oh, Freya's Aunt Zelda from Sabrina look. That's okay. It's
You better work,
Okay.
sis.
Yeah,
That's
it's
gold.
kind of witchy.
Zelda.
Yeah.
Work.
Julie Coulter wants to save the curl. Yes, the curl's it's not going away. It'll be covered up, I think, but it'll always be with us.
Right. It ain't going anywhere, at least not for now.
Are we all covered?
One more.
One more layer.
again.
Alright, cool.
Alrighty.
Work. I'll get out of your way.
Oh, you're fine. You can hang out. You both can hang out up here. You don't have to get out of the. I mean,
Whatever.
Funkmate says, sending love from India. Thank you for watching. Oh my
Hi.
goodness.
hi, India.
Hello, that's awesome. India
just
Fair?
saying
I'm
hello
just
to entire country.
Yes.
I mean, I said
Hello.
hi to Russia, so.
You said hi to Russia.
It's better than what's her face Monique being like, facts are facts, America, as if like RuPaul's Drag Race only airs in the United
Sure,
States
yeah.
of America.
Whew. Okay, so we're doing like just waiting for this to dry.
Yep, one more. I actually don't powder my brows.
Oh, work. I mean, it just works for it to
Dry
to dry
faster, yeah.
And I learned that from Deja Nouveau of all people.
They look-
and not that
they-
she's bad at makeup, but
Which
it's
is-
just like
yeah.
I learned it from.
They look
I didn't
dry.
say she was bad at makeup. I just learned it from her like a long ass time ago. What'd you say?
They look dry if
Yeah.
they're powdered.
If it was me, I would have done glue, foundation, glue, highlight, glue, blah 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 blah.
Highlight?
Do we want
I
to
don't
want to
know.
get into skin stuff and let it
Yeah,
and
let's
let it dry?
let it dry, and I'll do one more, and then I'll let you get in. I mean, you can get into skin stuff while it's drying, and then I'll do
We'll
one
get
more
into
layer.
the skin,
Okay.
mama.
Touch all the skin. Touch it all, hunty.
Okay.
Oh, that's what it was. Someone said I was hosting a Sailor Moon versus Dragon Ball Z show. The answer is yes.
Work. Oh yeah, you asked me. Yeah, everyone has got their Sailor Moon thing, and I'm just like, I don't. She asked me to do it, and I was just like, I don't know anything about
my
Dragon Ball
gosh.
Z, so sorry about it, sis.
Everyone just asks if I'm sick and tired. I just answer yes. I feel you. That is my life. Or
Are you
like,
sick and
or
tired?
my favorite is like parents like walking children on the sidewalk will like sort of like shelter them this way as they cross me because it's like
Especially,
I'm an
the
alien.
crazy thing is that these are people who moved to Capitol Hill.
Oh, I saw a
With
bachelorette
their
party
small
running around on
children.
Capitol Hill
Oh my
last
goodness.
night.
Roy Marvin, it
Let's
is.
see what we got working here. Okay,
This is primer, by the way.
brilliant.
So-
What's it?
Roy, it's 12 in the afternoon
Fenty
here.
base, I don't know.
Yeah, we're just past noon.
Okay, so as we decided that Londyn is gonna do another layer of cover in a second after it dries a little bit. So we're gonna start with some base face stuff. Skin prep is my favorite part of doing drag. I tell people half jokingly that if I don't have my skin prep stuff with me, I will like just not get into makeup and go home because I think it's the most important part of the process, if you ask me. And it's not super complicated, but it's super essential. So I think the way that I want to do this, I think we're gonna do foundation wise. We're gonna mix these two. Is that correct? Cool.
And then the Krylon thing that's right there is a good thing to mix. Just put it in your sponge and just
Oh, cool.
dab, dab, dab.
I don't know what that. Oh, that is really nifty. Here, I'm gonna.
The sponges.
What you're watching is me just testing some of these things just to figure out. Just because the different bases, whether it's water or silicone or oil based, really makes a huge difference in terms of what we should and should not be using. Wow, that is really nifty.
So what it does is it helps blend.
Yeah, totally. I can feel that really, really well. So here's what we're gonna start off with. So, Matt, if I could, if I could get you to hold out two of your fingers like this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drip 2 lines of this on here.
Okay.
And you're gonna want to on your own face just like dab this all over your face and then spread it as evenly as possible.
Just not the eyebrows.
Without touching the eyebrows.
Okay.
It's a game of skill that I think you can handle.
Are we doing it without a mirror?
Roll
Yes.
dexterity.
is fascinating. Okay, so I've got 2 little things on my fingers here, and I'm just gonna dab
and just
dab,
like
dab, dab,
super evenly.
Dab,
Doesn't
dab,
have to be meticulously applied. Just make sure it's all over and doesn't get into your brows.
And it's kind of like working it in.
And you can work it with both fingers if you want. And
Just massage it in very lightly.
It smells fascinating. It
Yeah.
smells very herbal.
yeah. So this is a home mixed blend of safflower oil and rosehip seed oil. And the reason we're using this is because when we go into our foundation types of things, we're going to be using Krylon paint sticks, and those are oil based. So that's actually going to help get the foundation on a little bit smoother, and it just makes the rest of the application process really easy. And it does smell kind of herbal, but the smell goes away. And the great thing about this particular mixture is that both of these are really like non-comedogenic, really light oils, and so they sort of like melt right off of the face.
Okay, so license plate Jackie Radio asks, Dear Matt, I'm curious what your thoughts on heavy metal drag queen and the fact that, sorry, my eyes are, the fact that much of the metal aesthetic historically comes from the LGBT community and Rob Halford's in particular.
While you answer that, I'm going to dab your face a
Okay.
little bit.
That's a great question. It's something that I think a lot of people don't perceive as being queer, heavy metal, that aesthetic. But like professional wrestling, it's one of those things that like is so based in pageantry and excess and extremity that, of course, heavy metal is super gay. I would love to interview Rob Halford at some point. A lot of people have asked for him on Sewers of Paris. But yeah, I would love to see more of that. There's a drag queen named Helvetica. I don't know if it's one word or two, like Helvetica.
I think it's one word.
She like really does that, like the big hair, kind of 80s look with a mustache.
And she's really hot.
Yeah,
Outside of drag.
Yeah, and quite the body on that girl as well.
Adi Adi.
Oprazine says non-comedogenic means you won't get any laughs while wearing this makeup.
That is a really funny joke. I'm just gonna grab a brush really quickly. So I'm gonna have to use that one. That's really funny.
Oh, our friend Camaloo's here and Butterfree Gamer.
Camaloo!
Yay.
Oh. Cool. So, we're gonna get right into. I'm just gonna go right into base stuff.
Also, we can use that as highlight.
We're gonna use this as highlight.
Like once you mix everything together, since it'll already be there as a.
Cool. I think what I'm gonna do, if this is all right with you, is
Go for it.
I think the strategy, and this is the strategy that I use on my face, is I'm actually gonna go in with highlight entirely, and then go in with contour, and then sort of like blend it in, and that way we don't have to do like all of the different sorts of steps. So awesome. So we're gonna start with some foundation stuff. So my strategy is different from a lot of other folks. I actually learned this one from Stacy, Starstruck, who's in town, and she does this thing where she takes her entire highlight shade, and instead of like, doing like a paint by number sort of thing and doing it in her high points and then like contour in other places and then like a base shade everywhere else, I'm actually going to do the highlight shade all over matte, and then where it's time to contour, I'll just add that and sort of blend it in. And we're only going to use 2 shades because like who has time for that other nonsense? Me is who I'm talking about. So I think we're gonna start with that. Do we want to do a beard color at a certain point?
I mean, if we
Yeah.
I'd say so. We can do like a fun little.
Ooh, maybe like a little like purple sort of.
Oh,
And we can put this to the chat as well.
Oh yeah.
Ask everybody who's watching what kind of color you want for my beard.
Oh yeah. So let's do some decision making on that in the chat while I go in with foundation stuff. So I'm gonna start. Normally I'm like, oh, we'll do like directly stick on the face like with like beard stuff, but since you're like all shaved and stuff, we're just gonna go right in. So actually, I'm just gonna go.
Oh, sorry. Keep talking. I'm just.
Beard, blue.
So if you just
Order
look
asks,
right
oh
towards
God, where did it go?
me.
Where did it go? Where did it go?
Where are you looking?
Oh no, it went away. Something about watching some Irish show, but there were too many comments. Everyone's into the color thing, bitch. They're just like blue, green, purple.
Could do a rainbow.
Girl,
Oh my
I mean, we
gosh.
have the Make It Forever palette, bitch.
The ambition, I love.
We did
I
like
have
leather
hairspray too.
pride colors in my beard.
Oh my god.
Ooh, Speaking
Leather
of,
Pride. I'm down. Let's do that.
speaking of,
Cosmic Order. Can you ask Cosmic to? Oh, he retracted.
You can
his message,
scroll
that's
the.
why. He took his message.
Oh wait, here it's scrollable, and if you grab this, you can
Ooh.
scroll to the chat there.
They retracted their
Okay.
message.
okay, well then, in that case, I'm not going to worry about their question. Ooh, bitch, Twitter's popping off
look
too.
at
Girl, work.
Read the
I
series
forgot to
name.
mention the series name.
Ooh,
okay, that's why.
Yeah,
they-
see,
Gotcha.
we're getting some green, we're getting some purple. I'm into the purple too. Blue is cool
Rich
too.
fuchsia.
We're getting like it sounds like jewel tones or like
Yeah,
are
like,
Yeah.
trending.
let's show everyone the hair. Really
Oh yeah,
quick.
before we blend out, let's show the
Yes.
hair because the hair is crucial.
This is what's going on their head. Bam.
So keep that in mind as you're making your decision. So stick has sort of been applied generally, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a brush and go in with the foundation stick again and just sort of cover some more spots, and then once we're feeling a little more generally covered, then I'm gonna go in and blend the actual foundation out.
And I just realized, James, if you are searching through the closet for Golden Girls outfits, there is a possibility that the box with those might be in the storage unit.
That would explain why.
Well, we have those
Yeah.
things. Don't worry, we'll figure it out.
I'll check. I mean, it's right down the hall. I'll check.
So here's the thing about the storage unit is there's a padlock on it,
Yes.
and the keys to that, I believe, are on the keychain that I lost.
Oh.
So unless we have bolt cutters for this makeup demonstration,
I have some in my backpack.
no, you don't.
Are
Do
we-
you?
No.
Okay.
Are we about to go through like a real life like D&D campaign?
No,
Is
right.
that what this is
Yeah,
about to
unless
be?
you got your crowbar.
Matthew, we could do what you do have is your Star Fox cosplay.
Oh,
So we could give you like a foxtail and a vest and some armor.
I'm into that.
So we're
I
doing
do that
leather.
too.
Are we doing leather colors?
So Devin says call in the rogue for this one. I
Yeah.
agree.
We also have your box of like harnesses and stuff.
yes. Where was this box
Which is
of
like
artists
that
who
is
were
Seattle
doing
drag,
the
isn't
cute
it?
little commercial for the tabletop gaming last year?
Well, James, maybe we could put this to the chat as well and show off some potential costumes.
Which, by the way, don't mind the leather harnesses and the tablecloths.
Pixie Snick says you found yourself in a storage unit.
Yes.
God, T.
Roll
The storage
initiative.
unit is my hopeless place.
Oh, word.
And this is all wetted and ready to go?
Yes, all wedded.
Cool.
All wedded, blah, blah.
Great. So
If
we
you
have
want to just do the last layer of glue, you can.
I don't know how to cover brows.
Oh,
I haven't glued brows in like 4 years.
I'll be over in a second.
Okay.
I've
So
drawn brows on.
So once I get this blended out, it won't be like it'll like maybe crease a little bit between when London goes in, but we'll just call that a day. So I'm just gonna go in with this beauty sponge. Is this like a beauty blender?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So not sponsored.
Not a beauty blender. Is that little blue one? All my
Not.
things are like fucked up.
So this is a beauty blender. It's like tried and true. Everyone has one. They're expensive but worth it. We're just gonna use the bottom half of this, and it's actually been wet into the sink. So like you like put it into the sink, and you just like squeeze it out, and like if you want to like squeeze it, it's like it's got this like really like light and fluffy sort of texture to it. And what it's gonna do is it's gonna blend stuff, but it's also going to absorb some of the excess product.
Also, Cosmic Order 2 asks, have you ever seen Dairy Girls? No, I have not, but it's on Netflix, I believe.
I've heard good things about that.
Yeah.
Also, people are voting that you wear a harness.
Okay.
There's a person
The people have spoken.
You're
It's a neoprene in red.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been a while since the harness showed up on a stream.
Ooh.
But we've got-
Did you get it just for the stream, or did you get it for Pig's Flag? Did you get it for...
I don't remember when we got the harness. It was when we were living in LA. We looked at leather and then we looked at neoprene, and I was like, this is so much more comfortable.
I think it'd be more androgynous.
Oprazine says matte as a winter, so jewel tones are ideal.
Mm.
Okay, so this is the fun part. I'm gonna need you to keep your eyes closed, and I may be a little bit rough on your eye area, and I apologize in advance. Hopefully not too bad.
This is just fine.
Yeah, it helps to have a really, like, quality sort of sponge, because otherwise you're, like, poking yourself in the eye, and if you're not into that, that's not so much fun.
This is quite a shift, a change from what I remember from Drama Club 20 years ago when they were like kitchen sponges cut into squares.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, I'm sorry,
We don't
but
do that
they
anymore.
would use kitchen sponges
to
blend.
It was just like Scotch-Rite
What in
sponges.
the hell?
Okay,
Who the
you can take a break for
fuck?
just a second.
No, ma'am.
Quite an outrage.
I'm gonna go back in, and this time I'm gonna use a brush on your eye, and it's gonna be a little more direct and maybe a little bit more rough, but I'm just trying to get more. Oh, there we go. Yes. It also helps that your skin is really like even. Like mine is very like is very sun damaged and is not so even. So I'm gonna go back in with a sponge on your eyes one more time and sort of blend it out a little bit more.
I have, there's an episode of Rocky and Bullwinkle where Natasha describes her skin tone as, it's more of an ash gray, darling.
Oh my god. That would be so dreamy though, because then like, you could match foundations so easily to that.
The secret is I never leave the house. I'm basically a cave troll.
I'm gonna go back in on your eyes one more time
pictures
and
of
get
you in
some
the
of
park
the corner.
with your laptop.
There we go.
It's true, I do go out in the sun occasionally, but then like, I'm slathered in all kinds of goo and unguents.
Fair enough.
I had a little bit of a skin blemish concern a few years ago that I had to go under a knife, and since then I was like, never again shall the rays of the skin touch me.
All right.
The rays of the skin, the rays of the sun.
You're good on the eye stuff. I'm just gonna go with your nose one more time, just to cover up.
Those cookies smell delightful.
Oh, James, you're making cookies?
Okay, wow, you are so very blended. Oh my goodness gracious. Pores, who knows them? You know what I'm saying?
Never heard of her.
All right. Open your eyes.
Ah.
Londyn, do you want me to do contour stuff and then powder, or do you want to go in with a second layer of glue stuff?
You can do the contour layer and powder.
Are you sure? Okay, cool. Then we'll do that.
Pixie Snicks. I like that. Wednesday Addams says her mother uses baking powder on her face.
Oh my gosh. I mean, that would work, but...
Let's see. Oh, wait. In Pippin? Me and Pippin? Am I finding my corner of the sky?
But I want to know which version of Morticia.
Oh yeah, which so who? There's a really weird. I think it was Daryl Hannah did a Morticia like in the '90s after the movies. There's like
it was the one where they had like Pugsley Jr. and Pugsley Jr. Sr. Is it that one?
Maybe I've never seen it. It was one with Tim Curry as Gomez. Is
That-
Tim
I think
Curry and Daryl?
It was
Yeah.
ABC or
Tim
Fox
Curry
Family.
as Gomez. Which is
I think it was
Tim Curry is my favorite actor.
It was very good, but the writing was.
It was awful. It was on ABC or Fox Family.
Roy asked if anybody has seen the Grown Up Wednesday Addams skits, and if you
Yes.
have not, they're the funniest thing
I've only seen the
ever
one.
seen.
I've only seen the one, but
That sounds really good. Are those on like YouTube and stuff?
yes.
I love when people do those. Cool. So I'm just gonna start. Looks like we're all caught up in the chat. I'm gonna start adding cream contour. So basically, like what we're doing is we did the skin prep. We're gonna go in with cream contours and highlights. We're gonna get everything blended, set it with powder, and then we're gonna go back over everything else with powder, highlight, and contour, and that just helps like smooth everything out and set everything to place. So this highlight shade that I used first was 1W, and this contour shade that I'm using is 11W. So it's 10 shades darker than my highlight. And that's like, in my opinion, not really even dark enough for me personally, but you just fix it with powders and it's all good.
So Grady, I want to say his name is Broless or Browless.
Broyles?
Says, yeah, Broyles. I don't know. Is it Broyles?
Let's say. Tell us how to pronounce your name.
I have no idea. We used to use weird Chinese rice powder on our faces back in the late 80s.
Oh my gosh.
Goth days
Rice
to
powder.
get that freshly dead look.
That's
Wow.
fierce.
That's kind of, yeah.
We love.
I mean, I've like legit used baby powder once.
Yeah.
I mean, if it works, it works. And that's the thing with makeup is like, you know, you can watch all the tutorials in the world. You can get all the info in the world, but like your face is your face and your process is your process. And honey, if it works for you, it works for you.
Roy Maven says Angelica Houston was the best. I agree.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go on the sides of your cheeks, and your beard is so impeccably trimmed that it's actually created the curve that I need to make the contours happen. So I'm just gonna go on the sides of your cheeks right here.
You're using 11W?
Yeah.
It's a lot of W's.
For those who don't know, 11W is my all over.
IJS.
We're also using WD-40.
Yeah.
Get those squeaks out of the
E6000. Oh my god, can you imagine using E6000 to glue down your brows?
They would stay down, bitch. They'll melt, but they'll stay down.
They would never go away.
They would never, you would never see your eyebrows again.
And like, I would say that for most folks, this is a pretty extreme sort of color, but I'm an extreme person, so this is like, this is normal.
I think 11 stands for warm. I know that since I'm a person of color, I use warmer tones, so I think that's what that means.
Well, that's not the entire thing. You kind of have to, not because you.
No, for
Hey
11,
folks,
for
I think my plan, I'm not gonna go in with a full on like nose contour. I think I'm gonna save that for like when powder happens, just so it's a little bit smoother.
Also with beards, I like to do highlight underneath to separate the beard and the contour.
Oh, interesting.
Just so that you can tell that there's a distinct line, not like.
Oh, I love that.
The
And Matt's got a little bit of skin underneath the beard too, like that shows through, so that might
When are we
actually be
gonna
really
paint
helpful.
James?
Some fascinating tips from Devin Rue. Milk of Magnesia as foundation, arrowroot as powder in the 80s, 90s.
Okay, Milk of Magnesia as a primer though, I have heard is a really good idea, so I think you were onto something.
That's not bad. Yeah, and Charles D recommends Heidi Banks, a bearded queen from Kansas City. And Grady Broyles recommends egg whites to spike the hair. I do remember that from the 90s.
Are you serious?
Oh yes. Yes.
Oprazine says, am I correct that the W and 11W stands for warm? Yes, in theory, but I think it's kind of like Mac, where W actually stands for like cool. It's like very, very backwards. And so I'm honestly not 100% sure. I just know that like W stuff fits my face really well. And so I just like shade gradiate based on what, I don't know what this motion is, but I go from like top to bottom on the W stuff just because it matches my face really, really well.
Pixie Snakes is picking up the tips.
You know?
That rhymes.
You know?
Please welcome to stage kitten.
Yeah, you know, it's the sort of thing where it's like, and that's the other thing too, is I feel like a lot of especially drag YouTube tutorials are very focused on like, oh, we're gonna imitate this person's face, and this is how you get like this one specific person's face. And it's kind of fun to just like be here and be like, oh yeah, we're gonna see how everyone does their stuff.
James, could I have a tube of mimosa?
A tube of mimosa.
Oh, for anyone who doesn't know, that's his. He can only have so much liquid.
Yeah, I
It
can't.
fits in this beautiful little tube.
Oh my gosh.
I get drunk very fast, so I need to have my drink served to me in a spice canister.
Cool, so I'm just gonna blend out this contour. It's very simple, very basic, but actually your skin absorbed this oil really beautifully, so I don't think I'm gonna even need to go in with the with the blender stuff that Fraya has, but that stuff is so beautiful. Okay, Queen, this contour though, is it
that's
lying?
stud.
Are you kidding me?
Stud.
Yeah. I have never looked this soft in my entire life.
Well, you also do it on yourself and you do it in like 5 seconds. There's a mild difference, but it looks good.
Okay. Yeah, this can't be denied.
Oh,
so
adventure life. Here
I'm
we
gonna
go.
go back in
enjoying
and
it.
harden this a little bit because it blended a little too well for for my taste. I think it's always good to be just have a little bit of like edge and a little bit of like we're not gonna fix that, because I think that's what drag is all about, to be honest.
Oh my god, so cute.
Thank
Oh my
you, James.
gosh. with
Please
the
welcome to
strawberry at the
stage
top.
Tuba Mimosa.
I don't know how to drink it, but it's cute.
A straw.
Oh,
A straw.
is there?
Why? There's nothing on his beard.
But she gotta
Thank
be
you.
she gotta be
It's
tasty.
gotta
No,
be like
put it
in
through the
between.
strawberry. Put it through the strawberry.
Oh,
Oh
through
my
the
God,
straw.
you better
Let's
work.
see here.
That's
Is that gonna
paper
work?
straw,
It says
who
paper
knows?
straw. I don't know.
I don't know if the oh no, oh, there we go.
Oh.
Okay, that is a
Cheers.
cocktail.
So queer.
There was a plug of strawberry that like shot into my mouth.
I love when things shoot into your mouth.
Mmm.
Okay, gorgeous.
I'm actually mad at this blending status that's going on. Right
I'm really thrilled.
I'm not mad for Matt. I'm mad that.
I'm mad that
Yeah,
I
I
can't
make
get
it-
this
yeah.
to work like this ever. I'm like, wow, lines, never heard of her.
Matt, are you a happy drunk or are you an angry drunk?
Oh.
Chat wants to know.
I'm always a happy drunk until I get until it's too drunk, and then I get resentful. But it's mostly resentful that I had too much to drink. So I don't think so I just watched the movie Boys in the Band like 2 days ago, and they're all like not just like angry drunks, but they get like apocalyptic nuclear drunk. They are just horrible to each other, and so that has never happened to me. Usually, when I'm show tune drunk. That's what happens to me when I drink too much. I just want to sing show tunes.
Okay, I'm gonna get the bottom of your nose here because I missed that because I'm what? Ridiculous. Goodness gracious. This is turning out so well, and like I normally feel like a fucking troll until the very, very end.
same.
So
I
the
think
fact that you are like all set to go already is like kind of miraculous.
To be perfectly honest, this is not what my station setup looks like ever. It only looks like this when I'm traveling or going places. Like if you went to my house, my makeup station is a fucking disaster.
What do we think? Does this require like a forehead contour?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Then I'll go ahead and do one of those.
Oh, Grady says Boys in the Band is like our Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. It's true. Like, what is wrong with these people? And Cheka says, in general, people used to drink enormous amounts of liquor in the 60s, gay and straight alike. It's true. Like, first
I'm
of all,
just
the
gonna go on
amount
your
of
forehead.
booze. Okay. The amount of booze in that movie, and Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, and like things in general. I will say, like, at the beginning of Boys in the Band, there's like we get a montage of the characters going to different places around Manhattan, and one of the places they go is Julius's really important gay bar. And I was like, wow, gay bars look exactly the same except for the smoking. There's just smoke everywhere, and it's such a change from what we're used to in bars today.
Freya's drunk on mimosas and join the chat, guys.
Oh, okay.
You can keep your eyes open. I'm just gonna be on the top of your head.
Okay.
Is the uncut cookie done?
This is
Uncut cookie girl. I had a uncut cookie last night. Hey.
this is making me aware of just how much forehead I have.
It's
But
impressive.
you know what? More forehead is
Yeah.
always good. Like I wish
Tea.
I had I'm a woman. I wish I had less forehead, but
Yeah,
I'm like
I think
Tyra Banks.
We should paint Dungeon Daddy James.
Yeah, you got a 5 head.
We should do the
Yeah,
we should do the no mirror makeup challenge.
how is that gonna work? We've been looking at him. We're doing the no mirror makeup challenge with Jay and with Matt right now. He can't see himself.
What do we think? Is that enough?
Yeah.
I'm so pissed.
I know. I'm upset at how well this is going.
Well, this is encouraging to hear how like good it looks.
See, people want to see James in drag too.
James is like,
James
we'll get
is
that
like,
when we
all
get
right,
there.
I'm leaving forever.
I recognize that laugh from James. That is the laugh that says, maybe.
Oh.
It's like when you ask parents, can we get a dog? And the parents are like, maybe.
No, that's
just gonna even this out on the
that's
other side a
3
little
days
bit.
or 3 weeks or a month and a half later. It's just like, oh look, here's a puppy.
Yeah, we're doing like a general drag look, but it's like because we're each doing like different parts, it's very like copy and paste. Like
Right.
this
Well, I
contour
mean, I
is.
think as far as contour and like the
I'm gonna
basic
just get
stuff
this over
goes,
head
it's
here.
it's always pretty similar. Like that doesn't really change. Like no matter what kind of looks you do. Like even when I was doing the gray look for the video game stream, it was basically essentially the exact same thing.
Oh my gosh, Matt,
Just
we
in
have
different colors.
constructed a new face for
Oh
you.
my god.
Right.
This is going to be terrifying because I'm very bad at faces and like I don't recognize faces well, and so I'm going to have some sort of like prosopagnosia when I look in the mirror.
Yeah, if you have like iPhone face recognition, it's gonna be shook.
Girl, my iPhone doesn't recognize my face when I put white eyeliner on. Like anytime I do white eyeliner, it's just like, who the fuck are you?
When I don't have brows, it doesn't
I'm gonna powder this. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's fine.
So I have the
Actually,
software.
I'm gonna go underneath real quick.
The software that I use for managing all my photos has facial recognition built in, so you can like quickly find everybody.
Go ahead, Wedge.
And what I've discovered is that whenever I load up pictures of drag queens, at some point I took pictures of some like political rally where people were holding signs that had a photo of the Statue of Liberty on them, and it always wants to match the drag queens with the Statue of Liberty. Like no matter what the drag queen is, it always thinks, "Oh, this is the same person, right?"
Was this what you were talking about with the line?
I mean, just a little bit into the
like skin
right,
sort of
actually,
area?
right here.
Okay,
Like it
cool.
won't be as low of a cheek as you would like, but it separates the beard and the
Oh, sort of like right here?
yeah.
Perfect. And then we can just fix that in post when we go over.
Oh yeah,
When we go over.
with the color.
With the color.
Yeah. So it gives a good like because when you do the color, it'll give us a good separation between.
Oh,
the
we
beard and
love
the
that.
contour.
That's fierce.
Please welcome to the stage, Separation.
Look at that woman. I was talking about me, by the way.
Mm.
Who is she?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, this part looks a little bit messy, but trust we'll clean it up.
Oh yeah, no, it'll get better. That's the thing is that you have to realize that it gets better. Just like in life, it gets better.
Did you just like shake this shit up and it comes
Just
out?
right.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding?
Oh.
This is
And
fucking
I
natural.
I didn't think I was gonna like Laura Mercier, but I heard some really good things about it. I wanted to try it out when I had a little bit of like extra money, and I was just like, it's tea, girl.
Before we go powder, let's maybe look at the chat because we're gonna have to close
If
your
you
mouth.
see Dairy Girls, there's an LGBT centered episode. Oh, work.
Grady, were you there in the 90s for like End Up at 7 a.m. on Sunday? Because that was like the heyday in San
Shit.
Francisco. Wow, yeah, the End Up was the place to be.
At 7 a.m. on a Sunday, girl, who's up at? No, you're not up at 7 a.m. You're still awake.
Oh yeah, the day it would still be Saturday basically.
Yeah.
I love Uncle Dudley says, by the way, thank you, Arson, Fraya London, for this great service you're doing for our community. Thank you. We're actually all required to do community service by a court order, so this satisfies that requirement. So this is work and play for us.
Right.
Archie says that you're working. I love how you're working together on Matt, and Roy wants us to go popping out to a local bar to freak the regulars. I mean, Cece's is right around
Cece's
the
is
corner.
literally right
It's
there.
around the corner, and you know what? I haven't gone drinking in a really long time.
Except that I feel like since we live in Seattle, nobody is very shook about drag queens walking in the middle of the day.
I know if we lived in the middle of Minnesota or like Salt Lake City,
Minnesota?
like absolutely.
Yeah,
Minnesota.
Cece's would be like, oh, hi.
Oh,
hey,
hey.
another
Did-
drag
what
queen.
yeah, they'd be like,
How
what
are
kind of
you?
drink do you want? They're like, you don't see my makeup? They'd be like, that's cute. Like,
Okay, so we're gonna go in with translucent powder. This is some Laura Mercier stuff. This stuff is expensive. I would never buy this in a million years. It is way out of my price range, but it is good.
It's
stuff.
$35.
Yeah, that's. Oh my gosh, I'm a Cody girl. Like $6 for like
And you know the fun
6
thing?
months
so
of
what
supply.
I like to do is I'm just telling you just because I like to use this.
That on the contour?
Yeah,
You better
I use
work,
this on the
sis.
contour. So I would go over the highlight with that, and then go over the contour, and then go over the highlight.
Does this have like a strong like color tint to it?
Not really, but I dust it on.
Okay, cool.
Now I'm just saying, this is, I believe, the first Saturday of the month, which means that it is Fetish Night at Cece's.
Ooh.
Just FYI.
I mean,
Well,
everyone
I am
has their
sleeping
thing.
With a leather daddy, so who knows?
Cool.
fetish night makes me uncomfortable.
I'm just gonna go way in with
Just
the powder,
just go in.
if that's okay.
Just go in. Just
But,
do you.
but I
do
think
you.
I think I am gonna use that because that's really intriguing. So plan now is to take this sort of lighter powder and then sort of go in on like the lighter portions. Ooh, you better work this. That is
You better
so
twerk.
good. Oh my goodness.
And the thing is that I'm one of those weird crazy people, so I have like a color for each color. Like, I use straight up paint by numbers. So like my powders match the all over / highlight / thing. This is the first time I've ever used translucent powder as an all over, and I love it. Like that Laura Mercier really like.
It's seriously. I mean,
it did me good.
it's whatever works is whatever works, and if you put your powder all over your fucking face however you wish and you like how it looks, that's what's most important.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, if you're constantly doing your face for other people to be impressed, that's like a recipe for disaster.
I mean, we mostly do it for ourselves, like, but we really are doing it for other girls.
I'm not. I mean, speak for yourself. Not here to yuck your yum, but yuck. Oh my gosh.
But I mostly do it for
So
myself.
good.
What is this under?
It's under Matte Powder.
Matt, what's your skin type? Like, do you find you get really oily? Do you find you're really dry? Do you find you get both? Like, what's the tea?
Yes, yeah, probably both. When I was a teenager, I had very bad skin, and then I took, what was that drug that you're not supposed to take?
Oh, Accutane?
Accutane, yes. And then, like, problem solved, but also I got nosebleeds every day.
Oh,
It, like,
shit.
really fucked up my body. So now my skin is pretty much fine. I don't think I have, like, oil issues. Like, every now and then I'll have, like, a little pimple here or there, but generally like set it and forget it. Like, I'll wash my face and then I'm good.
Okay, this part might get a little hairy, but we're just gonna roll with it. I'm learning something new every single time I do my makeup, and this is no exception. Because like this might actually be really fierce, and you just don't know until you dust it off. That's the thing about powder, is that like
You never know till
nothing is set in stone until you like dust it off, and then you're like, oh shit, or oh my gosh, that's amazing.
If you want help with that, I can.
Ooh. Is it like a tricky trick or just like a trick? You know what I'm saying?
I'm a virgin, so like, I don't like really like. Oh.
So what's your trick? Well, I just brush it in first. Like, I brush it in instead of...
Brush off.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm
I
gonna
brush it
see if I
instead
can
of,
use this lighter powder to sort of blend.
What do I do?
Oh, I see Throberdon in the chat.
Hi,
Hi.
Throbby.
Did you make it home okay?
Ryan, how are you? What? Drinking a mimosa.
It's mimosa, not mimosa.
Instead of beating my face, I powder. I use
Beat
the
that
I,
face.
I use the because I don't use very much of it, which is why $35 for me is like.
Oh, see, that's the
So
key.
yeah, so that was that's the difference for me, but I like what you're doing right now.
Grady says, "Oh, you're in Seattle. I pretty much lived at CC's, the Eagle, and then go to the Cuff, make fun of people, and try to get laid." Well,
What?
you're
Why
not
would you-
getting
yeah,
laid.
you're not gonna get laid if
fun
you're
of
gonna make fun of people. That's just not nice.
Yeah, how was your success rate on that? I'm just curious. Asking for science. Oh my gosh, actually, this is coming together.
Yeah, I like what you're doing.
Come together right now. I wonder what people think about like screaming out the window at 11 in the morning.
I'm
Oh,
sure
it's
they've
a new
heard
one,
worse.
Don't worry.
This is Capitol Hill.
One of our, I mean, for
And
one
don't
thing,
even worry about that because if I do, there's a ton of like contour colors. But your blend that looks really good.
We're getting there.
Blend together right now.
Oh.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
On
little.
your
It's gonna be a
face.
little in on your face, and that's okay.
But don't even worry about that because I can fuck with that. Like that's actually really good.
Pixel Snicks asks for recommendations for affordable everyday makeup.
ooh,
Cody powder, Rite Aid.
Freya,
There are-
Freya,
Freya, get it to the microphone. Get into this microphone gig.
Airspun Cody powder. I like to mix my powders, so I'll buy like Sun. What is it?
I'm just gonna go all over your
Ooh.
face here.
I can't remember what the colors are because I haven't used them. And like I buy a bulk of them, put them in a tub, and then just kind of mix them around. I kind of blend my own colors, so it's not. But ooh, they're like $7 a thing.
Honestly, you cannot go wrong with some fierce like drugstore makeup. Like it used to be that like the drugstore was kind of like ooh, like maybe sort of avoid it, maybe like splurge a little bit. But some of those brands have really stepped it up.
I mean, like the Elf is really great. I love Elf.
yes,
But as far as like shadows go, like eyeshadows and eye things like that, the color payoff isn't that great. But as far as like contours and all overs and bases and like to create your face, definitely drugstore is phenomenal in those aspects. But as far as like
NYX
if
is
you
good,
want to,
too.
yeah, NYX is really good. If you want to like create an eye, I would spend just a little bit more, but you don't even have to spend all that much. Like Ben Nye makeup, the palettes or the shadows are $9 a shadow, so you only need like 3 or 4.
what do we think, women? Can we work with this?
Absolutely, absolutely, I can fuck with that.
I'm gonna blend one side just a little bit more, but I think it's really close.
I think also Nick's makeup is
And
really
again, don't
good.
even worry about it because I know, like, I'm looking at it and I'm like, I know exactly what I'm gonna do.
Okay, this is tea. Aquanet does smell really good.
It does.
That's correct. Here, I'm gonna scooch over really quick. Marie Aquanet.
Ooh, that's a good
That looks-
drag
Welcome to
that
name.
the
looks
stage,
faded. See,
Marie
themes.
Aquanet.
Looking fresh like a delicious mango. Thank you. I'm hungry too.
That looks faded.
It's Leviosa, yes.
When Space Monkey asked about clothing choices,
Oh my goodness.
we've got some
Harnesses.
harnesses,
We've got some
Star
things, we've got
Fox
some gigs,
overalls.
we've got some things.
Yeah, there's some choices.
Like in true drag form, we are pulling it together
Here's the thing about me too, is that I don't know about you, but I could literally blend
all
all
day.
day. And so like it's gonna take a I think this round is where I'm gonna like put it down, but I could literally, if given the opportunity, just sit here and just like
Oh yeah.
like harden and reblend and harden and reblend and just like
There's a
over
reason
and over
why I
and over
don't do
again.
painting. I would spend all day.
Okay, so this looks a little wild, I'm sure, but
Don't even
it's
worry
coming
about it,
together.
'cause
This is
I
the
know
base that we
exactly
want.
what the fuck I'm gonna do.
Okay, Londyn, do you want to come back in and do another brow layer cover? We're like pretty skinned up.
Brown cows.
It's like great. You're looking fierce, and now we just gotta go in with some detail stuff.
Oh, Jay Fowler says my aunt wore a beehive until the day she died. There were always dead Aquanets in her powder room.
Oh my gosh.
It's amazing.
Also, powder room. That's fierce.
Soylent Green.
It is a Soylent pitcher. It's,
Oh my god, that's so cute.
It's also got the little sailor suit.
Oh, of course, the sailor suit.
I got it. Sorry.
You're good?
Yep.
Can you pour me a glass of mimosa, please?
Yes.
Okay, hi, it's me again. This is my first day here. If you don't know that joke yet, it's gonna die soon.
Oh, girl, just don't worry about it. They probably don't know about it because the episode hasn't
They
come out
don't
yet.
know. Also, the episodes that I'm in come out in October. Right?
Probably.
Crossing our
October, November.
London's like 100% sure of that.
It's
what I
coming
keep-
out in October, sure, girl.
For those who are looking for makeup, I started off with NYX. They only have dollar brushes and cool makeup things. You can get those at Target. I'm a busy drag queen, so when I do drag, I
Don't take Ray
reward.
Sunshine's gig.
Stop. I reward myself. So these little things are called Fenty Beauty lipsticks. They're about $30. I have 6 of them, but I brought 4 today. But I reward myself. So when I do something good or I do save money,
Yeah.
you can
I like it.
buy makeup throughout your process. So I don't go buying like random things at a time. I like take my time. So what we're gonna do while we're gonna finish this,
But yeah,
excuse me,
one of the reasons
is
I
we're
don't
gonna
like
cheers our
it is
mimosas.
because I rarely use powder. So like they dust it on that
And because I have brows,
so
um,
$35 is just-
and I do makeup a lot, I only take my brow and I cover most of the brow. So you're gonna cover most of the brow up.
Oh, that's where I was gonna say use the Fenty
And-
as a beard cover, so it'll cancel out the blue in the brow. Very strange, but I've done it before.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Even though I've already started.
Don't worry, everything's fixed.
You can fix anything with crayons once
Yeah.
powder's done.
So do you want me to put that over, or
No,
do you
it's
want me
fine, don't worry
to
about it.
do the other side?
So what I used to do here, I'll do it.
Cover the other side.
What I typically used to do when I had brows, I would go over like a beard or anything because I was cheap and I would just use lipstick because NYX Cosmetics.
With that dark red?
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh
You
my
don't have to use very
gosh.
much. Boop, 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 boop.
No, not the whole thing. Oh, I see what you're doing. Just kidding.
Powder.
Translucent.
This feels like an operating room scene.
Scalpel.
I'm gonna grab a brush. Do you want a brush?
A puff. Actually, I can use this.
And just so you know,
Got
I
it.
also am going to school to be a surgical technician, so this is just
okay.
like, let me know what you need, Dr. Fraya. We got you.
No worries.
I have mimosas and cookies.
Fraya, full disclosure, like Fraya is such a better makeup artist than me that like
And,
I'm just sort of like I don't know what I'm doing, and Freya's
Freya
like
is
yeah.
probably one of the best makeup artists in
I wouldn't
Seattle.
say best.
I would say.
I think that's a bullshit lie.
I didn't powder enough.
The red is like a beard cover. So imagine if you had a dark enough beard that will grow in after you shave it. So just like the brows, it covers it up, and then once that dries, you cover it with creams. So you're blocking out the brow so you can't see the brow. But Freya does different makeup than I do. So basically what I do is
Powder?
because I cover half my brow, I use the first part of my brow, but cover the rest, and then I draw my brow with the real brow, but the beginning of the real brow. Real brow. But because these ones
But what
don't
about
have
the stern?
But yeah, I use the stern last.
So instead of smearing it, I'm going to pat McGrath, if you will.
Bye, Mitch.
Oh, so Jay Feller asked, "What does the red do?" It cancels out the
Let me see
the color of Matt's.
MB3.
What's that?
MB3.
Yep. It cancels out the color of Matt's eyebrows. Because if you go straight on with foundation over it, it'll like technically cover it, but like it'll actually show through blue a little bit. And so you use like a red or an orange to sort of cancel it out, because what? Color theory.
I can feel like there's just like a nice crusting. So I guess my drag name, the Agatha Crusty drag name, is appropriate. It feels like there's a nice, like when you're baking a cake or something, and
Yeah,
it forms like the
actually.
nice crust of the bread or whatever.
Okay, Freya, that's really good.
Essentially, what you're just doing is going over with like color. And
Freya could have done this makeup thing by herself.
Yeah, Freya, you should have just invited Freya over, and she would have been able to do this really well. I'm like, so you put the thing on the thing, and then maybe it'll work. I don't know.
Oh no, Pixie, get
Okay.
better.
Oh my gosh.
It's kind of a bit of a mess, but we're gonna cover that with eyeshadows anyway. So there you go.
I too am a mess, so we have that in common.
Oh wait, am I doing the other
I'm a
side?
mess. Yeah, girl.
Okay.
You saw me do it. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Don't yell at
Not
me.
my favorite, but we're gonna put eyeshadow and stuff over it. So cool.
Aww.
I kind of did that blindly.
Oh, Matt.
Oh, that's a lot.
I know, I'm gonna dry it off.
Plump Pop says, "Hey Matt, thank you so much for your contributions to the community and your videos."
Oh,
that's
thank
very
you.
sweet.
Yay! Glad you're enjoying the videos. Thanks for joining us. This is a little bit of a departure from my usual thing, but I'm glad you're here.
Pixie Snick says, "Watching from my sick bed, and this is taking my mind off the misery. Thank you." Also, so sorry to hear that you're not feeling so great.
I'm glad we could keep you company.
Get better.
Yeah. I'm hopefully this is helping. This visual may not be the most palatable at the moment, but we promise it's gonna
9 out of 10 doctors recommend this stream.
well, and that's the thing too, is like you look wild and then all of a sudden you put lips and lashes on and everything is fine.
I forgot about lips and lashes. I'm just so focused on like eyebrow stuff right now.
Yep. I swear, like eyebrow stuff takes so much time and so much effort, and sometimes it just doesn't turn out the way you want to even after all of it. So it's like, no wonder people shave.
Yeah.
Patrick says Freya is awesome. We know, don't give her a big head. But teamwork is better. Teamwork!
Woo!
I don't know, I just cheered like that. Which
Yeah.
one did you use?
Because
You
you're
used
a
one.
cheerleader. I went over with the one, and then I powdered that, and then I went back over with the NB, and then I went back over with the one. But yeah, dab instead of smear, because if you smear, it's not going to do anything.
I can't wait for Matt to get drunk. Start
Girl,
talking
he's
during
already
your
drunk.
lip session.
Oh, I've had a full tube of garlic powders worth of mimosa.
Did you finish your tube? Oh, then he's.
There's a little more tube.
Totally drunk.
Oh, I guess I'm 3 sheets to the
Oh,
wind.
wow.
Morgan says the 10th Doctor didn't even watch the stream.
Yes. I'm getting tag teamed with makeup.
but like with like surprised faces and like emojis with big letters as the thumbnail.
And you know what's the great thing? You can't even tell on the line. I'm looking at the original side versus the side that I did. You can't even see can't even see his eyebrow.
It's wild. This is how Matt always gets ready to stream the drag queens just do his makeup for 2 hours. Yes. How did you figure that out? You are not supposed to tell our secret. How dare you?
I'm gonna do this now.
And by the way, just in case anybody's joining us midstream,
Get a cheap lipstick. Do not use the Fenty.
these queens are all members of the cast of Queens of Adventure, our comedy storytelling show featuring drag queens playing Dungeons and Dragons. You can check that out at queensofadventure.com. And we're running a Kickstarter right now to get the queens, our Seattle cast, to Chicago to record some new episodes with some queens out there and some actual play shows in Chicago. And there are some very exciting rewards that you can get if you back the Kickstarter, including some very cool enamel pins, some nerdy queer enamel pins as part of that Kickstarter. So yeah, head over to queensofadventure.com, check that out. And I think James just posted a link in the chat.
Yep. And the Kickstarter, to queensofadventure.com and very cool. What were you gonna say? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm explaining.
Morgan asked, I was wondering what flavor that mimosa container was. Garlic powder?
Yes. So this did contain garlic powder at some point. And then I was like, oh, it's just a nice little jar, and I'll wash it out and use it for something. And then discovered that it's just like the perfect amount of like either liquor or coffee or Monster Energy drink for me. And any more than that, and I start to get resentful. So it's perfect.
I cried when I
Oh no, you cried?
Yeah. I cast Glitter Bomb.
Someone took her
Roll
alcohol.
for crit. What was that?
Someone take your alcohol away. I'm not trying to cry at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
I mean, it takes a lot.
Maybe with this brow cover we can do like a fuchsia, like magenta, sort of like smoked out sort of deal. But like maybe like style wise, what can we throw to the chat in terms of like do you want it like smoked out? Do you want it like
Right. I mean, smoky eye is always easy for the first time in drag. Smoky eye always good, but
we can literally glam him the fuck up.
we have so much space. Like, I'm kind of like in my head. I'm thinking Layla McQueen. Like,
I'm
where
thinking
it's
James
a block
Manfield.
of
Is
color,
James
like,
still watching?
All color, but with a crease. You know what I'm talking about?
I do. Thank you for posting the Instagrams.
Oh.
Last time I checked, which was like 3 days ago, I was at 4,199. So if you could tip me over the edge, that would be great. I love to edge, but tipping over the edge is way better in my opinion. So follow all of us on the socials because yeah.
Perfect smoky eye.
Oh my gosh, a perfect Sarah Sanders smoky eye. The smoky eye will never be the same after Michelle Wolf.
Well, I mean, if you do a good Sarah Sanders, you gotta have one eye looking forward and the other one looking just mildly askew.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, sometimes when I'm feeling like not very good, I'll go back to that video of her at the Correspondence Dinner, just like tearing into all of those people who were sitting like 5 feet away from her. It's the funniest thing. 4205. Oh my goodness gracious, how did that happen?
Yay.
See, this is what's weird is that when I post on Instagram, I lose followers, but when I don't post on Instagram, I get like 100 followers
because
a
they
week.
think you're on the fucking range.
It's really weird.
They legit it's strange.
The problem with the Sarah Sanders smoky eyes, you're not supposed to use actual smoke. You know? She needs to maybe watch this tutorial and learn from the drag queens.
Who's Devin Rue?
Oh, Devin Rue, cartographer, artist. We chatted at PAX. And a backer of the show on the Kickstarter.
Hi, Devin.
Devin's
Thank
the
you.
best.
Sorry, I was in Alaska doing drag the whole weekend.
But she was there for the live stream.
But I was... was she?
Yeah.
Hi, Devin.
She retweeted us.
We should be listening to like some like Billie Eilish because we're about to go real dark. All right.
Well, I mean, we'd probably get like shut down if we started using
Yeah,
music
that's
or-
true.
Billie.
Cool. Where are we at?
Can I look at your face real quick? So I am new to the brow cover, not the brow cover, but the red thing. So I went in a little darker, so I had to really cover up that brow color because I use a little bit more red than Fraya did because she's perfect.
I'm not perfect. Shut the fuck up.
And then so this is the beginning. So Fraya is gonna take over.
Am I?
Do we want me to do the beard color first?
No, we can do that last.
Okay, cool.
We can definitely do that
but
last.
what I do, if that's okay with you two, is I take.
I mean, it's not okay for me. I'm just kidding.
I know you don't like misty on your face.
All right.
Take
No,
a
it's
deep
okay.
breath.
I can handle it.
Close your eyes.
Oh, set the
So this is setting spray. This is non-branded Urban Decay setting
Not
spray.
sponsored.
Non-sponsored Urban Decay setting spray. It's all-nighter, so if you're dancing and you're getting crazy like I do when I perform, my makeup does not sweat.
I don't sweat, so
Brady says, I'm listening to the Frankie Knuckles live at Boiler Room London. That is a really good boiler room. Great job. Good choice. If you like that boiler room, check out Peach's boiler room set. Oh my goodness gracious. It normally like people are just like sort of like bumping around in the background and like fucking around or like just sort of whatever. But like in Peach's boiler room set, she plays like house and disco the whole time, and it's clearly in a gay bar because there's all types of people and they're all going crazy and they all love each other and everyone's really hyped up. So if you really like the Frankie Knuckles one, the Peach one is really, really good too. Just saying.
There's a, I was talking to DJ King of Pants, Freddie King of Pants here in Seattle, and he has a story about Peaches came to Pony, which is a great kind of gay dive bar here, and he gave her like a whole stack of like bodybuilding zines that he had made, like muscle physique pictorial zines, and she's like, thanks, and like stuffs them in her leotard. And then Pony's birthday was like a few months later, and she had a penis-shaped cake sent to the bar.
Beautiful.
Oh, word.
Yeah. Not bad.
I don't know who Peaches is, but wait, Peaches Christ or who's Peaches?
That's the problem. Is like people always confuse the two. So there's Peaches Christ, the drag artist, and then Peaches, the musician.
Yeah.
Like sucking on her titties, like when she.
Yeah.
That
that Peaches.
sucking on my titties.
Where are we at in the process?
They're just drying. I'm gonna go eat some.
Do you want to start on your detail stuff?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Let's go.
So Freya's gonna do the hard stuff that I sure can't do.
It's not that hard.
She's like, whatever, I'm just gonna make Matt look like a gorgeous person. It's gonna be casual.
Stop. Okay. Hi, Matt. How are
Hi,
you?
I'm good. I'm good. My face feels so stiff. Like it just
You'll
feels,
get used to it.
Yeah, kind of shellacked.
You'll get used
As
to
it
it.
should be.
You will get used to it. Trust and believe.
And yeah, for everybody in the chat, we would love to come to DragCon East. It's just, logistics of moving the whole show around are difficult. So we got to find a way to make that happen. But that would be super fun.
So dramatic, Freya.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, keep talking.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we would love to go. We've done shows at DragCon West, I guess, DragCon LA. Frey was
done.
there.
I'm just kidding. No, okay.
Yeah, and that was it.
Oh, that's all for me. I'm gonna leave now. I'm just putting on some lip gloss and doing my face. Okay, so what I'm gonna do? Keep going. Keep talking.
Yep. So yeah, we had a great time doing a show at DragCon. So we'd love to make that happen in some more places. Have a great time though at New York City DragCon.
Yeah, it's happening this weekend. It's I was watching.
early.
Yeah, I was watching the Exchange Rate, which is if you haven't heard, it's I guess we're not necessarily affiliated, but Monet Exchange's talk show on YouTube here. And she was talking about it, and I was just like, oh yeah, it's totally this weekend. And anyway.
Yeah, it would be great to do it there. So please, post your pictures and tell us how it is, because we'd love to see some more. It's always a pleasure to see what's going on at one of the drag cons, and I'm so curious about how it compares to the one in LA.
Cool. So what I'm going to start with, we already kind of did the Laura Mercier in Translucent Medium Deep, which is a darker color. What I'm going to do next to kind of deepen the crease, or not the crease, the contour, is I'm going to take this problematic palette number 2 in
That was really
Lazarus, which is this beautiful taupey, mousy gray color. And kind of add a little bit more.
Oh fuck, that looks so
Right?
good. Which
Just
one is
to
that?
the
Is that
edge.
this one right
Yeah, the
here?
middle
Oh
one right
shit,
there.
that's good.
And I'm just gonna add that to the cheek. Just like right around here, not gonna take it a little bit further. And we'll do the other side too. Don't want to make you look lopsided. Because that would be weird. I mean, unless we were really trying to go for the Sarah Huckabee Sanders, like, look.
Yeah, I think
We're good.
Symmetry would be nice.
Right, I would agree.
Devin asks who we're collaborating with. We haven't quite announced our partners in Chicago yet, but I will say that some of the queens that we are going to be recording with are we've got Lucy Stool, who are going to be having a live show. Joe McQueen, who also goes by Joe Lewis, and the delightful Foxy Kim. So they're going to be on the 9th, October 9th. We're doing a live show at Hamburger Mary's.
With the Chicago cast.
Yes,
on the
with the Chicago cast. And then on the 16th, we're going to be doing another live show in Chicago with our Seattle cast. So we're going to have Arson, Butylene, and Fraya in town for that.
Which I'm definitely going to try to get to Chicago the 12th. So I'll be wrecking up your town between the 12th and the 20th, hopefully. But I'm next going in with a tad bit of burgundy just to warm up your cheeks just a bit. Just a teeny tiny. Oh, that's not the right color. No, that's purple haze. Burgundy's right here. Whatever. It's fine. No one will notice.
A light suggestion, if we could, I noticed on camera that Matt's forehead is like a spotlight. You could like see it from space. And maybe
just the only honesty here.
if it's okay with you, I might actually grab like a contour shade and start like taking the contour down on his forehead.
Yeah. I mean,
I can also try dimming the lights. If that would work.
You know, let's because I think shape wise I didn't quite do a great job. So
Okay.
I'm gonna try that, and then if it doesn't work, maybe that'll help.
Yeah, I was going to say, James, there's bouncing on the ceiling, and you can also just like flip one of the switches on that one.
Yeah, so I switched it from direct to bounce, and then we can turn off one of the bulbs in each of these.
and this next color I'm using is Latte from Ben Nye, which I am going over his forehead with because I didn't want to warm up his forehead.
The
I
science
just
guy.
wanted to warm up the cheeks. And I'm just going up. I'm basically going to give you the only 1920s like cheek.
I love that this is very thoroughly illustrating the idea that like painting for in person versus painting for the stage versus painting for camera are three very different things, and you have to be really
And it
conscious.
depends on the camera too, because it could be
Exactly.
film or it could be picture.
Well, and it's especially like how much light is happening. It's like, who knows? I'm not gonna go too wild. Just gonna darken some stuff up on the forehead. Is it weird having two people work on you at once?
This is amazing. It's like during a I don't know, a NASCAR race when the car pulls into the pit
Right.
and like all the technicians like crowd around.
And next I'm going in with this Hula color from Benefit Cosmetics, whom I actually used to work for
Oh,
a
no
hot
kidding.
second. Yeah.
Okay, that's way fucking better.
Matthew, what song would you lip sync to?
Oh, what song should I lip sync to? Like a show tune, probably. That's the kind of music that I tend
Would
to
it
know.
be like
Moulin
an
Rouge.
I
off-Broadway?
don't know.
Off-Broadway, or would it be like a old Broadway show? Would it be something that's...
The internet is for
Would it be like Hamilton?
Nope, Hannibal, the the Silence of the Lambs musical.
Girl.
That'd be so.
I mean,
trippy.
I'm waiting for it. Shit.
I don't know. One of my party tricks is that I know all the words to One Week by Bare Naked Ladies, so maybe I could do that one.
Oh, gross.
Not
That's
a
really
show
good.
tune.
You know what? No, bitch. You're doing it right now. Go. Chickadee China, the Chinese
So
chicken.
good.
Chickadee China, the Chinese chicken. You have a drumstick and your brain stops ticking. Watching X-Files with the lights on. We're down the maison. I smoke men's in this one. Like Harrison Ford, I'm getting frantic. Like Stingam Tantric. Like Stickers Guaranteed to Satisfy. Like Kurosawa, I can have films. Okay, I don't make films, but if I did, I'd have a samurai. Gotta get a head of tiny clubs. Gotta get the kind of tiny nubs just so my irons aren't always flying off the backswing. Gotta get into a Sailor Moon because that cartoon has got the boom and maybe I'm getting the wrong thing. And so on.
She kind of likes it when I'm good
Somebody
at
tip
it.
her. Oh my
Alright.
goodness gracious.
Somebody tip her.
Right. The next color I'm going in with is problematic
number
palette
six.
number 2, but in Lazarus or hold on, Ludwin. No, wait.
That was really good. You should do that number, but like it starts off normal speed and then it
Okay,
like,
faster
and then
and
it gets
faster.
faster and faster to the point where people are like, wow, this is a wild amount of knowledge that could only come in handy in this particular moment, which are my favorite number.
Yeah.
I just saved that palette, girl. Y'all saw that,
Okay, that's way better.
right?
Grady recommends anything from Cabaret. That would be fun.
Yes.
Someone said
What good is
Opera
sitting
Zine-
in your home room?
Opera Zine said there is a Silence of the Lambs musical.
What?
Shut the fuck up.
No, I can't believe it. Ooh,
I
Ladies
believe
Who Lunch. That would be
Ooh,
fun.
here's to the ladies who lunch.
You should do something from the Heathers.
Yeah. Everybody
Ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-
Okay. And finally, this is I contour the shit out of myself, but I also don't give myself this much cheek. But you kind of like with the beard, you kind of have to give yourself like
Oh yeah,
the
see,
only cheek.
that looks way better.
Oh, that's stunning, bitch. Where did I put it though?
Kind of recommends.
Oh no, did I
something
not
from-
bring it? I didn't bring it.
What do you need?
It's
Use
a
my-
Mac Prism.
Use my Jackie Hill.
Oh no! But it's a particular color that I like because it blends everything together like no one's business, and I don't have it.
That looks like
How
it's
did I
oh,
forget? I'm gonna start crying. Wow. Oh well. Moving on. I'm gonna use
How long did it take
Well-Dressed.
Matt to learn all those lyrics? 1 week. Good.
So instead of going in with Prism to blend all these colors together, I'm just gonna go in with my MAC Well Dressed. I feel so prepared.
Freya, do you know all the words to the song from Company?
Yes, I used to actually. Hold on.
She goes to rehearse.
I just have to hear the because right. I know because.
Pardon me, I'd like to think.
Ah!
Pardon me, is
Pardon me, is
everybody
everybody there? Because if everybody's there, I'd like to thank you all for coming to the wedding. Fuck. I used to, because I sang it live once. Where's Gilda Wabbit when you need her?
Right.
Pardon me, is everybody there? Because if everybody's there, I want to thank you all for coming to the wedding. I'd appreciate you going even more, because if you have anything better to do, shit, no. I can't remember anymore.
anything but Paul.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot, but I
Yeah.
can't, I literally knew it.
It's just it's so funny because like in the chat, like you're totally right. Like Matt's forehead does look like it was pushed into a pile of flour, and in real life, it's just so funny how like it straight up does not look like that, like at all. It's just like boggles my mind every single time.
I think that you should do a leather daddy version of the Cell Block Tango today.
Oh, he had it coming. He had him coming.
Ah!
I'm trying to think of what other musicals have I been in? Many years ago. I was in The Little Abner. Let's see. Oh, I Feel Pretty from West Side Story was a drag winner. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Sloppy Turtle knows all the words to Maud's theme song. Do I wonder? Do I remember all the words to Jenna's song from 30 Rock? The Lerman Merman murder. Turn the birds word lured. The whirl a twirl of a twirl a girl. She would the world were demure. The insurer's allure for valor were pure Kari Warer. One fervid twirl over her fervid error. I think I'm repeating words. Rural juror. Rural juror.
That just mildly reminds me of that skit from, is it The Office or is it Kimmy?
It's Kimmy Schmidt.
Your father Werner was a
Oh, no,
burger server.
That's 30 Rock.
That's 30 Rock.
Your father Werner was a burger server in suburban Santa Barbara. When he spurned your mother Roberta for a surfer named Clurder. Did that hurt her?
I'm a fan of the Muffin Top song.
My muffin top is all that whole grain low fat, but you just want a piece of that, but I just can't dance.
And okay, what's
That's
that
my
actress's
mantra,
name
TBH.
though? Not the one who played Barbara Walters, but the one who.
Oh,
was...
Jenna Maroney. No, that's the that's the character. What's her name, James?
Is it Rachel Dratch?
No,
No,
Rachel
that's-
Dratch is the other one who's gonna be that character before they cast
Oh, the person who plays Jenna?
Jenna.
Jane Krakowski.
Jane Krakowski.
She plays that
She's
character so well, like just that rich white like
Oh,
privileged
so
woman
well.
so fucking well. I'm just
My-
like, girl,
My
I
favorite
can't.
thing is when she's playing, what's her name, and Kimmy Schmidt,
Mhm.
and she's like, "Did you want a bottle of water?" She's like, "No, thanks," and then she just straight
Throws
up
it-
throws it in the garbage can.
Oh my god.
That's
Yeah,
rich white people shit right there.
it is. Uncle Deadly has Roger from Katie Powers' appearance in our San Francisco show burned in his head. We do like to do surprise lip syncs to songs that no one can possibly sing. We also what else did we make you do? I think we did June is busting out all over, but the Leslie Uggams version,
Is that
where
what that was?
she forgot the words as she was singing, so she's like, Julie's doing it all over, the dead at a fence post and the temps, the huckum, the bejeebas, and the going out the weavers. There's no lip syncing to that one.
A drag favorite recently has been the Patti LaBelle "Where Are My Backup Singers" video.
Where are my backup singers?
That one
This
is
Christmas.
that one is really funny.
Whew.
And as in true form, I totally forgot my my 1-inch art sponges. Anyway, so what I just did while we were chatting, I highlighted all of the places we like to call it cooking and or baking or whatever the hell you want to call it, but I went underneath the cheek, on the forehead. I would typically go down the nose, but we haven't contoured your nose yet, which I will do right now. And to not make it crooked, I'm going to have you face me.
Pixie Snick says, my roommate and I used to play act Master of the House from Les Mis.
Oh, I love
That is a lot of lyrics. That's impressive.
Yeah.
You know what we should do? Since we have all these marshmallows, we
Alright.
should put Matt in drag and make him play
Chubby Bunny.
Oh,
Connor,
that's heaven.
Connor says, did you see this
Alright.
video going around Twitter of the drag queen who does a lip sync to Hello, I'm Shelley Duvall?
Oh my god, it's so good.
Yes! Yes!
I've been
I think I
waiting
retweeted
I'm
it.
Shelley Duvall.
I've been waiting for someone to do
my
something
name
like
is
that.
what? My name is who? My name is Chugga Chugga. Hi, I'm Shelley Duvall.
Have you
I
seen?
died.
Have you seen the video of the drag queen lip syncing the like Wii
The Wii
music?
Yes,
Oh my God.
that was that was over PAX. I think that was here.
Yeah.
Girl, that was so fucking fierce.
But
Opera Zine says
But-
Matt has a Grace Kelly nose.
Has a what?
That's a Grace Kelly nose.
Is that a read?
I don't know.
And neither do
I'm
I.
taking it as a compliment.
Yeah, me too.
Someone said Matt is a chubby bunny.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a gamer's chair you're sitting in, Matt?
Mm-hmm. It's James's chair. He's a professional gamer.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Great balls of fire.
Do you Twitch a lot?
I haven't in a while.
You just yesterday. We did it. We did a lot more frequently in the past. Just yesterday, when I woke up, James was streaming Final Fantasy VIII.
Ooh, was that the Shadow whatever, or is that the most recent one that I've been seeing on buses everywhere?
Oh no, that's 14.
Gotcha.
Are they doing like some new thing with 14? Because I've been seeing like a lot of ads for it. It's weird that they're suddenly marketing it again.
There's a big expansion.
Ah, okay. I've got a big expansion myself.
I did not understand. I was waiting and then I realized, like, why does it sound like... And then I looked at the cap. I've been playing a lot of WoW Classic.
I'm really terrible with my left hand, so.
Oh, Abrazine says the Grace Kelly nose was the standard for nose jobs in the 50s. The perky white girl nose.
Okay, work.
Ah.
I didn't know. Apparently I have a perky white girl nose. The more you know.
Hello, I'm Shelley Duvall.
Just apropos of nothing.
Actually, that would be a really great enamel pin. A hello name tag that says hello, Shelley Duvall.
Yes.
That's such a stupid joke.
Yes. Doja Cat's moo. That would be really funny. Bitch, I'm a cow. Bitch, I'm a cow. Just over and over again.
DJ Harden asked if we like the new Dark Crystal. So we're only 2 episodes in, but it's so good.
I devoured it in like a day and a half. So fucking good. I can't tell you how amazing this show is.
So it does something that I really like from the original Dark Crystal, which is creating a vast, beautiful, imaginative world. But then the show does something that the movie doesn't, which is fill it with stuff. Mm-hmm. So the movie has a lot of room and not a lot of plot. And I appreciate that the show is far more active. James is a fan of Hup, the little podling paladin.
Oh, the paladin.
Sloppy Turtle says, to get perfect makeup, you need 2 makeup artists, 1 left-handed, 1 right-handed.
What if you were ambidextrous and you did both at the same time?
I wish I did both.
Can you imagine?
I feel a little creeped out.
Yeah, right? I would watch the shit out of that video. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Would you get your makeup done twice as fast?
Probably. Like, you're just sitting there doing this.
Oh my god.
Or if you were ambidextrous, but only with your feet.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Wait.
Freya's done.
Wait, hold on.
Thank heavens.
So, So I was coming back from Alaska, and this guy in front of me had no arms. So he literally had to get his wallet out of his bag, so he put it on the ground and used his feet to get his wallet.
That white thing? Yeah. Yes. That? Yes. Yes. Please, faster. Thank you. I was like, that. Yep, pass it to me. Thank you. So I'm going to highlight his nose before I'm going to use a little bit of a highlight shimmer powder. This is a Test BH Cosmetics palette that I got for free from a friend who used to work for BH Cosmetics. So you can't find it anywhere because I'm the only one who has it.
Oh, stolen.
No, it wasn't stolen. It was given to me by someone who used to work for BH Cosmetics. I don't know if it was stolen before then, but he had a bunch of sample products. I mean, sample things that never went to shelf.
Well, there is no ethical consumption under capitalism, so there's no reason to feel guilty.
Exactly, so I don't feel bad.
Facts are facts, America.
And Russia and India.
And Russia and India.
Okay, so now that we've contoured your nose...
I got momentarily weirdly radical at PAX. I was on a panel about alternative sexy characters, which
yeah, how was that?
It was great. It was
The Kickstarter's at $6,500.
Oh my god! Whoa,
Wait, what?
$6,500!
Holy
Whoa!
shit! That's so cool. By the way, I had a conversation with somebody the other day about because as far as I know, do we have anyone who's doing the play with us? Like anyone who's gonna be? We do.
There is now, yeah.
Okay, so the one person. But I feel I'm pretty sure I know who that person is. But I had a discussion with somebody who said like they were a little weirded out by it, like they didn't know if it was kind of gonna be like a do we want them to like I would say absolutely, like I think it's great if you want to. It's definitely like it's something that we want. I was surprised that no one up until today.
We've got 2 people who are gonna play with us. Yeah.
One of them is Sir Throbodon.
Yes!
What? Sir Throbodon!
Yes!
Oh
I'm
my
so
god,
excited.
that's so exciting! I can't wait.
But
yeah, we wouldn't have put that as a tier if we didn't want people to do it.
I think it's really cool. I want to play with. How do I say this without sounding sexual?
Sounds sexual.
I want to play with you. I think
Come
we all
play
do.
with us.
Come play with us. I think it'd be a really cool thing, which is why it's on there.
We're like The Shining. Come
Play with us.
Oh wait, you have to do it like this.
Come play with us. Anyway, that better be a gift, bitch. That would be so funny. Okay, so let's move on to I know we're moving on to eyes finally because we had to put your nose in there. How does her nose look? Can you pass me my phone? I want to see what it looks like. I want to see what it looks like on camera.
You're Shelley Duvall.
Ah!
Hello, I'm Shelley Duvall.
And I'm Oprah. It's so nice to meet you.
Oh yeah, no, it looks good.
Did you know I'm working on an Oprah impersonation, bitch?
Oh, bitch.
Ooh.
I'm excited. That's cool.
Bees!
Bees! Okay, so I can do one of two things. I'm so used to working with shimmer because I have no eyebrows,
Shimmer it, bitch.
but it's gonna. That's the thing.
Oh, it's gonna
You're
blow
gonna
her brows out.
So I personally like to use shimmer and all the glitters and all the things because I do not have eyebrows, so I can play with those things. However, you do have eyebrows and things. So
Othkar just got here. What did I miss? Well, he missed all of this.
right, you're gonna have to go back and watch it, girl.
There's a lot of... Oh, and a tip from Bob Nelson. Thank you, Bob
Thanks,
Nelson.
Bob Nelson.
Yay.
Thanks, Bob Nelson. Would you like to be called Bobby?
Do any of you three queens do impersonations? If so, who do
Girl,
you
I do all the impersonations. Anyone else? We'll go with you two first.
Who do you impersonate?
I wouldn't
I
say
saw you impersonate Bowser at PAX this weekend.
that was funny. Yeah, I have impersonated Bowser. I actually, you know what's so funny is that on the D&D show, I do a lot of stuff with like Samantha from Sex and the City, and I actually did for a Sex and the City themed drag show did a Samantha number, where it was clips of that episode from the Sharper Image interspliced
yes.
with Vibrate by Outkast. Perfect. And I did do a pretty fierce impersonation, and I also did I impersonated, this is really specific, but in that same episode, the one character from that one episode of Sex and the City who falls out of the window.
Oh, the girl from Third Rock.
Yeah.
Slash
Yeah.
Kristen Johnson.
Yeah,
Kristen
yes.
Johnson. Yeah, I
And then
did.
she
I did.
doesn't die.
I did him. She totally dies. Are you kidding me?
Not in the RuPaul's
Spoiler
version.
alert.
Girl,
Oh, yeah,
shut up.
that's true. But yeah, I impersonated her, and I did clips of that in between like various like songs about like falling. So like free falling to like can't help falling in love with you, and just like over and over again. It was really funny. But those are the only two impersonations I do because I can't do impersonations.
So then, what were you saying about RuPaul's Drag Race?
Oh,
She's
where
not-
she
she's
falls out the
alive.
window and she's alive at the end of the episode. I'm like, wait a second. I believe I can fly.
So
Shut
here's the drag number that I've always wanted to do.
Here's your chance, girl.
Putting it together from Sunday in the Park with George.
Mm-hmm.
The Art of Making Art. Yeah, that one.
Mm-hmm.
So there's the one on that Barbara Streisand does, and I really, really, really like that version. And so there's the whole song's about like frantically putting a piece of art together. And so my dream, and I don't know if this would actually work, is to, while lip syncing to that, I know how to arm knit, which is where you have yarn that you are using just your arms to knit something out of.
Mm-hmm.
And so I could knit, using my arms, if I go real fast, I could knit a quick shawl in about the space of that song.
You better work.
Did you learn
That's
this at
like
your
so Bianca
expensive-
Del Rio, bitch. Like when
I
she
love that.
made a tube dress in the
Did
space.
she?
Yeah, when she
That's great.
When she was doing the season 6 tour, that's what she did. She just sewed a dress on stage to. She didn't lip sync. She didn't do nothing. She just sewed a dress on stage to that song or to whatever song she was doing, or like I think it was a rendition of some sort of.
Okay, but like arm
That's a
knitting,
talent.
that is not something that anyone else at Dragwise in the city can do.
I've
Did
never
you
seen
learn
anyone
this
do
at
that.
your expensive knitting retreat thing?
Oh my god. So no, I taught myself. The way that I learned was I got just a bunch of like cheap t-shirts in bulk from like a thrift store, and then tore the t-shirts into like jersey strips and tied them all together, and just had like a big ball of like strips of fabric, and just would go back and forth teaching myself how to do the proper, how to do it. And then we had like, it was a little, basically like a rug, like a floor mat size thing that I had made. But it was just so hideously ugly because it was made of like torn strips of t-shirt. Like it looked like something you'd see draped around someone in Mad Max. So I don't think we have that anymore. But I don't think I did this. I think I contemplated bringing it back to the thrift store and being like, here's a rug. But,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
My roommate is a male performer, and he hates performing, so he was forced to perform. And what he did was he took a bucket and set it at the end of the stage and pushed play, and it was Wake Me Up When September Ends during September, and then laid on stage and turned the opposite direction so no one could see his eyes closed, and just laid there, and people tipped the fuck out of him.
I love that. That's beautiful. I love anti-performance. Mm-hmm. There's did you see the video I talk about all the time? But it's that video of Lo Tyone in Chicago, doing "Cry for You" by September. And at the chorus, she's like, "You'll never see me again," and she just like leaves the bar.
Oh, in the suitcase?
Yeah,
and keeps leaving the bar, coming out from other places.
She leaves the bar and comes back in a completely different outfit and wig and all of that stuff.
Shut
up! And at the very, very end, someone like rolls in a suitcase and puts it on stage, and she comes out of the suitcase. It's like really, it is comedic gold. Those Chicago drag queens.
They don't fuck around.
Know what is up. They really do.
I am working on Uncle Deadly. I think I'm working on a Oprah impersonation right now. I think I'm like one of very few queens who does Missy Elliott in this town.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very wild, very crazy. And then I've been doing a lot of Lizzo. But everybody does a lot of Lizzo, but I do like...
But I mean, you could actually... Girl, let me paint your face.
I'm down. I loved when you painted my face the first time.
So for anyone who doesn't know, I actually started drag as... Well, I started drag as just drag, but my career turned into a celebrity impersonator. So I am actually a professional celebrity impersonator. I don't do it as much anymore, if at all. But I do Lady Gaga, Christina Aguilera, Barbra Streisand, Cher. I just started doing Cher. I can do Dolly Parton and pretty much anyone.
You got a sick Madonna.
Yeah, my Madonna's my favorite. And the fun thing about Madonna is that she has so many eras. I mean, same with Cher. But Madonna has so many eras, but her face changes so much, like between her brow shapes, her hair color, her face shape. A lot of, like, she's older now, so you kind of have to paint a little bit different. When she was younger, she had thicker, like, eyeshadows and things like that. So, like, I really, like, enjoy doing it. As long as I'm not going out. If it's a stage performance, it's great. But if you're going out, I hate going out in my celebrity impersonation garb, because like you have to paint yourself in a specific sort of way, and it's not pretty, but it's not pretty. You know, it's not going out material. It's definitely stage worthy, because you have to paint yourself in a way where like you have to do their facial quirks. Like if someone has a mole or someone has particular types of wrinkles or things like you have to do that. So it's not pretty. You're more painting your face in a strange way ugly.
Pixie Snicks, I was gonna say, I haven't done it yet because I'm trying. It takes a lot of time to get into drag, and so what I'm really trying to do is get into drag early enough so I can get to the bar and duct tape Hot Wheels under people's car or under people's seats before I do the number.
Shut that would girl.
That would take fucking forever.
Next fucking live show, because we're there hella early. Setting up chairs.
Can you imagine doing that at West End and being like, look at it, can
everybody look under your seats? Oh my god. I'd have to get there a whole 2 hours early.
Oh, you can talk.
Good.
You can totally talk. Like my face is not my hand is not resting on your...
I do really like the idea of there's like a little car under everyone's seat.
Freya, you're being asked, what's your favorite Dolly song to perform to?
There's the not the Coat of Many Colors. What is it called? It's essentially that.
Dress of Many Colors?
Obviously, I don't perform that one. But 9 to 5. 9 to 5.
9 to 5
is clearly your favorite.
I've never actually performed as Dolly. I've just done her impersonation.
Oh, gotcha.
I've done the face. But I've never actually done a song. But 9 to 5 would be it. Or
oh my gosh.
There was another one.
Her I Will Always Love You.
Oh yeah, that one too.
So
that one's great. Or Best Little Whorehouse in Texas.
Good.
Nothing dirty going on.
Oh, it's just a little little pissant country place, nothing much to see. No drinking allowed. We got a nice quiet crowd, plain as it can be. There's probably words in there. But
I mean, there are totally words in there, but who cares? We're making them up as we go.
That would be amazing. Like a whole bunch of performers to do the full like they had to not be wallowed in.
We actually did that for Mimosas with Mama, but we didn't have like a whole bunch of performers. It was just like the 4 of us. And puppets. We had puppets.
Oh, well, that's great.
Someone asked, no, it's not your thing, but what changes when you have to do drag king makeup?
Instead of doing contour that goes up and straight across, you're doing like Kind of Angelina Jolie makeup from yeah,
I hear
Maleficent.
what you're saying.
Where you kind of like you follow the cheek, but you bring it down, and you kind of blend it both out and up, but you're mostly blending it down and a little bit up. So you're creating this weird hollow right here, and then instead of doing a round right here, you're just doing the temples and creating sharp lines, and then lines on. I'm hoping I'm not destroying my eyebrow, but lines right here to kind of like create a furrowed brow and things like that, just masculinizing your face.
Yeah, using light and shadow, but to reshape your face in a way that is more like stereotypically masculine.
I just did a $5,000 competition at our local bar, and one of the challenges was we had to do a look based off an Elton John look, and then we had to do a performance as a drag king. And watching 10 queens do drag king looks was not cute. Who is the adorable one on the left? He is cute.
But which left?
I know,
Which
my
left?
left or your left, because
We've
my
got-
left is over here.
This is Londyn Bradshaw.
And that's
I'm
Fraya
Fraya
Love.
Love.
And I'm Matthew in the middle, so it's definitely not me.
Oh my gosh, Matthew in the middle.
Oh,
And
Matthew in the
then-
middle! That's the name
And
of the
then
stream.
we have Arson over there, who's also going to be at the far end.
Oh, Jeremy is reading Defining Marriage and enjoying it. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's your book, correct?
Yeah.
Work.
Yay, I'm glad you're liking it.
You have a book?
I do.
London is so shook.
I've probably got copies lying around here someplace. I don't know.
May I
The
see
place is
your-
in
there it
somewhat
is.
disarray. But yeah, I wrote a book a couple years ago about it's interviews with and stories from people who fought for marriage equality over the last 40 years. So starting in the 70s when people were like, gays getting married, don't be ridiculous, haha. Then up into the 80s when there was a lot of like, oh, well, maybe we could do this, but also we've got other things to worry about. Then the 90s when it's like, no, we're doing it for real. Here's some lawsuits. And then the 2000s when it was actually starting to happen. Like other countries were starting to legalize. What do we have there, James?
You have a note card to yourself about old ladies.
Oh, good.
With some penises, and this book is signed to Albert, but I
Oh,
don't think
yes.
Albert ever got it.
Here's the thing. So I signed this book to Albert, and then right before I was going to send it to him, he wrote to me to be like, could you actually sign it to my friend David or something like that? So I was like, oh, sure, no problem. So I just signed another book. So if somebody named Albert ever wants a copy of my book, I have a pre-signed version of it here. So anyway.
We should do a drag adventure and Queens of Adventure to find Albert to deliver the book.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I think that's
Don't
the
give
reason.
them ideas.
Yeah, jeez. At last, Albert has been found.
I was totally thinking Albert from The Birdcage.
Uncle Deadly says be nice to Lennon. It's her first day here.
There's what was
Uncle
it?
Deadly picks on me a lot, and I'm into it.
I love that.
Keep talking.
We're gonna say?
I don't remember. Oh, I think the reason that I had that card tucked into the book was just to remind me not to like
Give it
just
away.
send it to some random person, have them be like, "Who's Albert?"
Who's Albert?
But anyway, here's Defining Marriage. You can get it on Amazon. You can go to definingmarriage.com. You can also get the audiobook on Audible, read by me, and you can get a free version of the audiobook if you listen to the podcast Defining Marriage.
Love that.
So I'm gonna just tuck this over here.
So I was gonna do like a regular color for your lid or your lid because we're creating a new one, but I kind of want to go with fuchsia. It's because
I like pink. Think
So do
Pink.
I.
Oh, maybe that's the song you should lip sync to. Think Pink from Funny Girl? Is that Funny Girl?
I have no
Sure.
idea.
Yeah, sure, let's go with that. It's the Audrey Hepburn musical where she goes,
Oh, that's
I
definitely-
rather feel like dancing.
Sloppy Turtle, are you married? As
Is
a
that, My Fair
semi-professional
Lady?
gay, I never
Was
thought
that?
marriage was going to
I mean,
happen.
No,
Audrey
not
Hepburn.
not
It
My
sounds
Fair
like-
Lady. So I never thought marriage was gonna happen. I need to be more positive.
Are you married? Tell us about your marriage story if you are married.
Funny face, that's it.
Funny face.
Oh yeah, where she's dressed in black and doing all that jazz
Yes,
dancing.
yes. I rather feel like dancing.
I read the book in Matt's voice anyway. That's
Oh,
funny.
good.
Do a full Tanya Mon debris and have James lift Matt all over the place.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah, let's make that happen. That's casual. Freya just
I'm all
inject
about it.
herself in
I'm
there.
all about it. Oh, fuck off. Yes, I did. I left and then ooh, gummy bears. Gummy bearshun.
Gumi Bearshun.
Funny Girl has I'd Rather Be Blue. Yes, Funny Face and Funny Girl, very different
I ate
films.
the whole box of these last time I did one of our
Oh my
live
god, did
streams.
you like throw up?
Yeah.
At
So I'll be
least they're not
turned
gummy
we can get
vitamins.
married.
It feels so strange because I can feel you painting over my eyebrow, but I know that it doesn't exactly exist, like how eyebrows as we know them don't exist anymore for me.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I'm having weird sensations of not knowing where anything on my face actually is.
I don't know if it's benign or Bennigan King. I recently managed to fully come out and embrace my feminine gay self.
Word.
What are some good ways to show pride in who I am?
Mm.
Freya, you
There
can
are a
start
lot-
with that.
Well, the funny thing is that I just came out to my sister as a trans individual, because I just started taking shots. So things may or may not be changing a lot faster than I would like. Because personally, I would have liked to have told her in person, but I had to tell her. So that conversation was really fun. But anyway, how to express yourself? Just kind of do you. I guess that's the best way to do it. Find who you are, find your tribe, and then express it. There's no right or wrong way to do it, just like there's no right or wrong way to do drag.
Yeah, I gotta say, like, oh gosh, there's so much powder on me. There was
Really?
Well, I mean, it's more than I would have if I wasn't in drag.
Fair enough.
There was a couple things. I have a friend in LA who has been kind of trying more femme stuff and wearing a lot of pink. And then also, when I was at DragCon, there was this great booth, and I can't remember the name of it, but it was like their slogan, their tagline was something like panties for men, or like boy panties or something like that.
Yes, I think I saw the picture.
And there was like very cute, like girly sort of underwear, but like cut for
Like lace and like lingerie.
yes, but able to accommodate a package.
Can they do that for like tights?
I wonder. I think they had tights.
I think the only person who makes tights for men is Ursula Major.
Oh yeah, they're good.
I definitely would say. Were you gonna say something?
No, I was thinking.
Oh, I definitely was gonna say.
Paint your nails.
Yeah.
Oh
paint
yeah,
your
you can
nails.
paint your nails. I had a full set of nails on like a few for months. But yeah, there are a lot of ways. Keep going.
I was thinking that like I'm definitely. I don't think this is a. I don't like defining gay or anything, but I'm definitely like a sports gay, like super sporty. But
Oh,
when
yeah,
it
I like
comes time to
sports
do,
too. Continue.
do you?
I do actually. I watch football and I watch baseball.
Why are we gonna go watch the game tomorrow?
Yeah.
There it is. Nah. I'm definitely a sports gay, but like I'm still feminine in a way. So like just do you and be who you are. Don't change anything about it. Just add more things that make you happy. Because if you're not doing the stuff that makes you happy, then you're not being your true self.
Yeah, that's really what it comes down to. Is like just do the things that you want to do and be happy with. And if folks are with you, great. If they're not, that's their problem and not yours. That's really what it comes down to. Some of these palettes are like kind of legendary, but I haven't like seen them in person. Is that like magnetized? That's why. Oh yeah, that's a really good one.
Oh, the Jacqueline, huh?
Yeah.
It does, like, seeing all these different colors does feel, it's the same sort of, like, kid in a candy shop of when you go into, like, an art store and you see all the different, like, colors of paint and, like, all the different, like, the markers, like, the wall of every different shade of, marker. And it's like, oh my god, one of everything here. I don't know what I want to draw first.
I'm really hoping you can hear him while I'm like covering
Yeah.
his face.
Like a muffled voice coming to you from beyond.
They said in the chat that they can hear you, so
Oh, good.
That's good.
Loud and clear. Are you doing brows today?
Yeah, I mean, see. We
I like
will
the,
see.
I like the Mad
this
Max.
this is looking really good.
I like the
Right?
Mad Max.
I wanted to
theme.
do like a big eye and then like a teeny tiny little lip.
Yeah, it's strategic with the way that the brows are too.
We'll use this.
James,
for
can I have
reminder.
another two?
Ooh, can you pass me Pikachu?
Yes.
I feel like the eyes take sort of forever sometimes. Like, especially, like, I kind of didn't have much of an idea. I'm just kind of playing around. But it's kind
Sorry.
of forming itself.
Jeremy says it's a good book, well written, funny,
Girl, I'm dying.
intelligent look at marriage. I'm so glad that you're enjoying it. Yeah, so there's a lot of like interviews with people, but also like my own thoughts on marriage and some very personal details about my relationship with James.
Oh.
Yeah.
James is like shocked.
Yes.
I need agua. Agua menti.
There's a long period because I worked on the case that legalized marriage in California. I was there at the Supreme Court for argument on
Give me a
that,
small thing of water.
and I felt very self-conscious about like, oh, I'm the marriage guy. I'm doing all these videos about marriage for the internet, and I am also not married myself to my partner of
Cheers.
ding. Let's see, my partner of 17 years.
Holy Jesus.
It's probably longer than that, right? Because if it's
Well, I've known
Final
you.
Fantasy VIII's 20th anniversary,
I've known you for a while. We were friends, and
East
then
Coast, right?
in Boston, yeah. And then there was a point at which we were like, we're friends. We're very good friends. Oh, we're best friends. Now we're very best friends.
18.
And then, oops, I fell inside of you.
Essentially, yes.
I love how they both giggled and no one even said
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And I was like, just sitting here. I was like, okay.
More or less. Yeah, it's been... So I usually consider the start of our relationship to be Thanksgiving of 2002, because that's when we... there was a period where, like, I graduated, James had graduated, James was in Boston, I was in Los Angeles, James moved to San Francisco. We were, like, all over the country. And then eventually we were both in San Francisco, and we're like, oh, we each have our own place. We're, like, living our own lives. But really, we're, like, spending all of our time together. And that was Thanksgiving of 2002 when that started.
That comment
Okay.
has
I
me
love this
fucked
story.
up.
Now we're gonna stop for a second.
The chat is like, is this the part on the Drag Race episode where Matt reveals his tragic past?
Oh.
Yes.
Here's the thing, I don't really have any tragedy in my past. I don't know. I'm
No.
trying to think of, like...
I'm just cackling because like that means that you're about to be eliminated.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Typically.
Damn, that is the fact. If someone gets all realistic and
Yeah,
stuff.
when they're like, I just have a lot of problems. And
Remember
they're
when Plastique
"Sashay
was like,
away."
was it Plastique's episode that she went home?
I don't watch this season, so.
Plastique was talking about how nobody knew that her family didn't know she did drag and stuff like that, but then her boyfriend was like, I'm so happy for you, and everybody's like, wait a second. And then she got eliminated.
Yeah, didn't like Alyssa Edwards get eliminated on the anniversary of her mother's death or something
Yep.
like that?
Oh, my God.
Yep.
Like, where
Sure
to go, Drag
did.
Race? Exploiting queer trauma for the clout. Lowell, Massachusetts.
Could you
Oh my
not open your
goodness.
Okay.
Keep your eye closed. I'm gonna be really like sad if like this liner looks way better than this liner. We shall see.
Weirdly, so James has a history in Lowell, and at one point my parents went on a scenic tour of Lowell, which is just like, it's a weird coincidence. I think anyone who grew up in a town and is going to be like just completely bored by it, and the idea that like people are tourists in that town and coming to see it for like, oh, let's take a look at this place. It's just very strange. So when my parents were like, oh yeah, we took the scenic tour of the mills of Lowell, it's just so bizarre.
HBO
That
has
just
a
sounds like
documentary there.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's an HBO documentary. What is it called? Down and Out on Crack Street?
High on Crack Street.
I'm
That's
sorry.
Lost Lives
what?
in Lowell.
Yeah, High on Crack Street, Lost Lives in Lowell.
Oh wow, that's really
Yeah.
good.
It was the subject of the Marky Mark motion picture, The Fighter.
Oh yes, of course, the fighter is set
Oh,
there.
wait, is that Marky Mark or is that Batman?
No,
or is
that's
that
Mark.
both of them?
I think it's definitely Marky Mark.
Okay.
That's a good drag name, Mark E. Mark.
Like marquee.
No,
Mark-
Mark E. Like the letter.
Oh, I was
Mark.
thinking like marquee.
Oh, that's
Mark.
good. That's
I
really
like
good
that. I like the
too.
Marquis de Mark.
Please welcome to the stage.
We have there's a great performer here in Seattle who goes by Marquis Facade. They do really good work. And every now and then, like I photographed them. Oh, the first time I photographed them was at Shakespeare, I think was the name of it. It was like a Shakespeare themed drag event. That was just, it was fantastic. And what did he do? He did something Hamlet themed, but I can't remember what like song. It was like something mashed up with like the famous "To Be or Not to Be" soliloquy from Hamlet.
Where was this?
This was at the Boston Public Library. Nope, it was at the Seattle Public Library.
I was in that show.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, that was the
Oh,
worst.
that's right, yes!
That was by far the worst show I've ever done in my entire life. I will never, that was like such a hard show. It was really fun, but like, for context, okay, I'm gonna get in the frame because disembodied voice. For context, this event happened at like 6 p.m. in the afternoon on like a weekend in like the public library that has all of these windows with all of this like direct sunlight coming in.
Oh God.
I know, right? And it was in the round, which was odd, but like okay. There were lots of small children there, and it was on a carpeted stage. Which
there was no stage. It was just like
it was.
in the middle
I mean,
of stacks.
it was just in the middle of the library, and like walking on carpet in stilettos is not a good idea.
It's not fun
ever.
I'm sure you're walking on broken glass.
That too, might as well. And all of the sound was coming from one like guitar amp off to the side. So you could hear all of your footsteps and all of your consonants, which is like a recipe for disaster in drag world because everyone else can hear it too, and you're just like, wow, this is really uncomfortable. But it was a really fun show, and the subject matter was like really inspiring, and there were some really fierce performers there. But I just remember like walking away from that being like, that is about as awful as the circumstances get. It does not get any worse than this. But I'm glad you had fun. That was a fun day. Betty Wetter did an exit pursued by a bear number where like Butaline chased her away from the stage wearing like a bear head and like a harness. It was really funny.
I know,
Sorry,
it's a really pick a spot anywhere and look up. Just do not look away from that spot. It helps.
Let's see.
Oh, this is challenging. Oh, it stings. Okay.
Julie says, it's amazing how an eyeliner shape suddenly changes the whole face. That is true. That is exactly what we were saying about, like, it looks all wild at first, and then suddenly it, like, all comes together, and it's, like, especially when the eyeliner is, like, lifted, like what Freya's doing, it, like, really, along with the contour shape, really acts to, like, lift the face. And that's, what a lot of drag, like, queen makeup is centered around, whereas,
That's right.
Freya was saying earlier that like a lot of drag king stuff is about sort of like dragging the face downwards a little bit with light and shadow, and so it's just about like what you're looking for. Jeremy asks if there are any plans for more books. If so, what are you writing about?
That's a good question.
I ask while he can't talk.
Yeah. I've been wanting to do a Series of Paris book where I collect some of the best stories from Series of Paris. Because I've just did my 250th episode of that podcast. Yeah, jeez. And I've talked to some amazing people. The episode that I just posted was I revisited one of my interviews with Patrick Bristow, who's an actor. He played, one of his most famous roles is he was the choreographer in Showgirls. So he's the guy who like swoops down on Nomi Malone and is yelling, "Thrust it! Thrust it!"
Oh God.
So I want to do like a book that collects some of those great stories from people. He was saying that when they were making that film, Paul Verhoeven was like looming over him. The director was looming over him, and Patrick wasn't expecting this movie to be as big as it was, and so he was like having some doubts about playing this character as big as he needed to, and the director was just like shouting at him, like demonstrating, "Thrust it, thrust it!" But because of his Dutch accent, it sounded like "Trust it, trust it," and he was like, "I guess I'll trust it. I'm just going to trust the process."
That's beautiful.
And then he said when they was at the screening, the premiere, he was sitting next to his partner, and they were just holding each other's hands tighter and tighter and tighter as the movie went on. And the whole, like, production, like, the director and producers and everything are sitting behind them, so they can't say anything. But it was a hard film to react to when it first came out.
I guess so.
Anyway, so that might be
Oh yeah, no,
a
that movie
book.
is very cringy in a way that like, it's very adult
I
without being
love
porn,
it.
but it's porn.
So if anybody's in Seattle, I'm going to be hosting a screening of a new documentary about showgirls on September 27th at Northwest Film Forum. The documentary is called You Don't Know Me, and it's a bunch of showgirls experts talking about, including myself, I'm in the doc, talking about like, is it a good movie? Is it a bad movie? Is
It's
it
a brilliant
both?
movie.
I think it's brilliant. I will defend it to the end, except there is an aspect, there's one part of the film, like Priscilla Queen of the Desert, there's an aspect of the film that is so problematic, it sort of derails all the goodwill of the rest of it.
Wait, which part of Priscilla?
There's a character in Priscilla that is depicted with a lack of sensitivity racially that I think is a huge problem. And
Oh,
the wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. And with Showgirls, there's an assault that I think is unearned. But, you know, aside from those problems, just like a fantastic experience, a fantastic work of art.
Well, and those things are great too because you can take them apart and be like, you can critically look at this as be like, oh, okay, like this is what we love, and this is what maybe, you know, if we were doing this today, maybe do a little bit differently.
Right.
I would hope, yeah.
I'm like, oh, let's change that.
Professor Litwick asks, Fraya and Arson, what was your favorite part of the PAX show?
The audience squatching.
So we did 2 PAX shows. There was the live show at Kremwork, and then there was a panel at PAX. But I have to say, like that, because Professor Litwick, I think you were there at the PAX show, right? The audience reaction, just like so amazing.
Yeah, that was like what a participatory group of people, and what a fun, just you know, an adventure that short. We ran about like an hour and 15 minutes or so. An adventure that short could be like pretty thin on material, and the way it was structured and also the way that we were able to participate with it, we actually packed a lot of really, really fun stuff into that show. And it was, I think it was a really strong representation of like, you know, a snippet of what we do. You know, obviously we do things in like longer form usually than that, but
Which, by the way, were you talking about the PAX show? Or
I'm thinking about the PAX panel specifically.
Yeah. I love how you reused the baby.
Oh, yes. The
Like,
baby has appeared again.
as soon as you said baby, I started laughing. I was like,
Oh,
God.
me too.
Yeah. So that character's, I think that's the 3rd time that character's appeared.
It's been all the conventions.
Yes. Yeah. So at the last, at DragCon, and then, was it at a PAX panel last year? Yeah, it was.
Yeah, these last 2 shows that we did in front of audiences were really, really, really fun. It's just such a completely different dynamic than like recording it, you know, inside, which is like really fun and like obviously like super, super rewarding, but it's just an entirely different, you just have another like,
It's a completely different level, and when we're recording by ourselves, we have more time to think, as opposed to like when we're in audience, we have so much time. We really have to be quirky and funny, and still, what am I trying to say? Make the story go along.
yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
last part.
It's funny sometimes when I'm like in the live show setting and like something happens and I like look out to the audience, I'm like, can you believe that just happened? And they're like, I know. It's like really fun to be able to have almost like a completely different character to like react to. That's a lot of
And being able to break the 3rd wall like that. Or
Yeah,
the 4th wall,
definitely.
the 3rd wall.
yeah,
Break them all.
Let's break
You
all
know.
the walls.
5, 6, 7, and 8. London's like about to bust into a dance move. PAX West 2018. 2018 was the baby's second appearance.
yeah.
The Lost Show.
I think the first one was DragCon.
DragCon, yeah. Can you, like, so the baby, the floating baby is a character. Can you all describe what you envision the floating baby to look like?
I was like 2001: A Space Odyssey baby.
I was thinking Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Oh yeah.
I was
That's
just
a
like
good one.
I was just like waiting for like epic orchestral music to come on and have us be like transported into another dimension, which we sort of
We've
were,
done, yeah.
in a way.
For some reason in my head, the baby's wearing a tuxedo. I don't know why. It's like a little baby-sized
Oh.
tuxedo.
Like Baby Boss.
Does he wear
Oh
a
my
tuxedo?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I guess that's it.
I think the really cool thing that I'm just learning right now is that we envision completely different things when it comes to the show.
Professor Litwick says, thinking the sun baby face from Teletubbies.
Oh my
Yep.
goodness!
That's fair too. We like that.
We're actually we're friends with the voice of Boss Baby from the TV show. Is that not JP? It's JP something.
JP Morgan?
JP Morgan Chase. Yeah, he actually when I was at DragCon last, we went to some panels together. This is one of those weird LA connections where like sometimes like because we lived in LA for about 3 years, like you just meet people and they're like oddly famous for strange things. Like we're also friends with Inspector Spacetime from Community.
Oh my gosh.
Like just the strangest connections to people.
Mina says, Ghost of Christmas Past baby from Muppet Christmas Carol.
Oh,
Absolutely.
yes,
That's good.
I definitely agree with Sir Throbbodon about the Phineas and Ferb disembodied.
I'm loving all of these.
Oh god, Uncle Deadly, Clint Howard's character in Star Trek. Yes. It's so weird. Here's the weird thing about that character from Star Trek. It's like, it was what, like 1967 or something when he appeared? And as like a 6-year-old, he was like barely not a toddler when he appeared in that show. And he still looks exactly the same to this day. It's super weird. I guess like Angela Lansbury just doesn't age.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, yeah, but in a way.
I love Angela.
Matt, you look so good on camera. Oh my
Okay.
goodness gracious.
I'm so excited about this. I can't wait to see what I look like.
But don't fuck up your brows.
I also kind of feel like Uncle Leo from that episode of Seinfeld where like his eyebrows get burned off and Elaine draws them back on.
Maybe.
I mean, that's kind of what we're going for, right?
But she draws him back on like kind of angry, and so everyone thinks that he's mad at them, and they're like, "Please, sir, keep your voice down."
Matt looks like a queer-coded Disney villain right now.
Oh,
My name's Matt, and you're watching Disney Channel.
yes.
Where it's like he has quirks and he likes to spend time with an animal.
I do. That actually does describe me.
We should. You know what my favorite villain is the green or the blue guy from Kim Possible.
I've never seen Kim Possible.
What's his name? I can't remember.
Please welcome to the stage, queer-coded Disney villain. I mean, that's the whole name. That's the name of the character. Queer-coded Disney villain. And just like ooze around the stage. Oh, hello. Welcome to my land.
Yes, Draken. His name's Draken. Thanks, Professor Litwick.
Inside every DM is an army of Disney villains.
Yeah, that is true.
Print that on an inspirational quote poster. You know what I'm saying?
I've been wanting to do a culture cruise about Disney villains as well, because there's so many gay and gayish ones.
Like Maleficent.
Well, I mean, Maleficent and
She's a heavy
yeah.
lesbian.
Well, I like, which one is he? The guy from Hunchback. Or just he's very rapey but very queer, but like it feels
Fraya!
What? He was all up on Esmeralda in a weird kind of like
He has boundary issues, let's put it that way.
Yeah. So not my favorite, but in a sense of like
Frollo, yes.
yeah, religious context. You're
You know
not
who else
allowed
is
to
really gay
do
as-
certain things.
Jafar. He is the
Oh,
gayest.
sure.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Stuff. Sadly, like the live action Aladdin very de-gayed. So
Oh yeah, but I mean he was hot.
Yeah, sure, he was fine, but the villain songs are always the best songs.
I agree.
Matt's taking a nap today.
Well, I think the one thing about Jafar that I didn't like at the end of the movie is, you know what, I'm not going to spoil. I'm not going to spoil. Let's move on.
Moving on, Matt,
Yes.
Freya and I would love to come back and record a challenge between the two of us that we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
A
No mirror makeup challenge.
Oh, that'd be great.
Oh, you
yeah.
better work, sis.
Right?
Do you want to do it with us?
Like, how pretty do you really are? How pretty are you
no,
really?
I just want to watch and laugh at
Mm. I love that idea.
No mirrors, you're
Yes.
just doing your makeup in front of a camera.
That would actually be great. Like, let's get you over and do like a no mirror challenge, and then just have you play some video games.
Done.
I do want to do
By the way, someone else is putting on his lashes.
Twitch as well. I'll put on his lashes.
Perfect.
If we have
And Arson, you can do the lips.
Yes, I will. I will absolutely do the lips. I can also do the beard color if you want.
Yes. I think I've spent enough time.
Yeah, Freya. See, this is what we mean when we say like Freya's a details queen. She's got the like that eye stuff down. I'd be like, whoa, what does this do? Because I don't do this ever.
We still need to get you to play Silent Hill in the dark.
Oh my gosh, I don't know if I could handle that.
James, what's the scary game that just came out?
Oh, there's a few. There's Blair Witch. There's.
Oh,
They have a Blair.
shit.
Shut up! I'm
Blair Witch
down.
just came out. There's Man of Medan.
That's it.
Ghost Ship.
Like from the movie Ghost Ship.
No, it's an original story. It's but it's a game that's play like a horror movie. So you can play with multiple people, and it's only a few hours long. Like you're meant to play through it multiple times, but like depending on the choices that like each of the characters make, like different people will die or different things will happen on the ship.
Connor says, "Have any of the queens played PT?" Yes, I have, and I could barely handle it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get to the end. I just like that sort of stuff where it's like nothing's happening and then something happens. It's like the anticipation absolutely kills me. It's why like Paranormal Activity is a really scary movie to me, not because anything like happens, but just because like the anticipation of waiting for something to happen is like 10 times scarier to me than something like actually happening. It's like a game where you like it's like a I think wasn't it like a teaser for like Silent Hill or something like that?
It was, yeah.
Or something I forget what like the concept the
Okay.
context was, but it was like it's like you wander around in like a hallway over and over and over again, and like it's sort of on this like loop, but every time it loops back there's something different, and it's like really scary.
I wish I could have explained most of this, but I was having more fun talking, and I'm terrible at explaining.
Let me see.
So
Looking great.
Look at those brows, bitch.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
So
Come on, D&D, let's get adventurous.
So there's little monitors around the room, like in the distance, that like without my glasses, I can only see blobs. So I have no idea what I look like.
Bitch.
Ah.
Stunned.
Oh, Miss
Oh,
Agatha's
yeah.
beauty. Thank you. And Professor
You wanna
Whitwick,
do
Arson
this?
wants to know where you got your distinctive makeup look.
Oh, it was actually entirely by accident. I sometimes like, especially when I was like going out really early, I would like really mess up my makeup in ways that were like probably not okay to mess up. But you know, it'd be like 5 minutes before I had to like call a car in order to get to the show that I was going to, and so I'd be like, well, I have to wear it, so why not wear it well? And then I'd get to the show and I'd be like, oh my gosh, like I'm gonna get red, like people are gonna get so mad at me for looking so wild, and then people would be like, oh my gosh, that's so different, that's so creative, and I'd be like, yeah, I totally did this on purpose, like I know I'm a genius, thank you for pointing it out, and like go home and be like, oh, maybe there's something to this. So like anytime you see me like wearing a look that's a little more like unconventional or like a different shape or looks kind of strange, it's because I fucked it up one time and decided that I liked it enough to wear it again. It's really what it comes down to. So own your happy mistakes, because those are a lot of fun. Are you looking for lashes?
Yeah, Mina asks if I'm gonna get lashes. I think that's what's happening next.
Yeah, I think London
Maybe
is
do, like, 8 pairs
London's
and
on
then minus
lashes
lashes.
next.
You want to put the lips on first?
Connor says you're a gorgeous blob.
Thank you. I feel like a gorgeous
Oh
blob.
my goodness gracious.
James, could I get some water with a straw?
Oh, sure.
Oh my gosh.
I was about to like reach for this glass in front of me that Freya's been like dipping the brushes into.
Oh, yeah. Don't
So
do
not that. And then I also saw the isopropyl alcohol over here, and out of the corner of my eye, it looked like a water bottle. So I was like, glug.
You would've
Please
been
don't.
Yeah,
wasted.
Pixie Snacks is like fetus in the sink. That is a part of PT. It's like crying. It's like very,
No.
it's very scary.
I don't want
Yeah,
that.
it's not. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I like Arson's makeup very much. Haunting and beautiful. I appreciate that. Haunting and beautiful
Yeah, put that
in
on
the
your
same
epitaph. That's
person.
great.
Like that's a business card.
It really
quote.
is. Oh my god, Arson Nicki, haunting and beautiful.
I mean, not. Yeah, that's totally the tea.
If you could post a 5-star Yelp review with that, that would be great. Thank you so much. Oh my
That was
gosh.
great.
Sloppy Turtle says I'm getting a Tammy Faye Baker vibe.
Oh, that's good. That's a tea.
Oh, I'm gonna start crying. Oh no, here it goes.
good.
Oh, please don't. Most of that's water-based.
I know. Well, that was Tammy's thing. It's like she would cry and like
Oh, God.
smear.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got it. It makes sense
Ooh,
now.
Julie, Looking for Lashes is a drag queen mystery novel title. I love that. Agatha Christie in the case. Agatha Christie's Looking for Lashes.
Ooh.
What is it? Oh, Krusty. Agatha Christie's Looking for Lashes.
I mean, didn't we destroy lashes?
Did we? Oh, that's right. Yeah, we had Lashes was the name of one of the monsters that the queens fought.
Wasn't Tammy's makeup partially tattooed on? Is that true?
That would not surprise me.
She strikes me as the type.
She does. She does. I saw her at the Castro Theater many years ago. They'd done The Eyes of Tammy Faye. It was a documentary that World Wonder did about her. And they screened it, and she was there, and they raised the Castro has like an organ, like an old movie theater organ, and they raised it up out of the stage, and she sat down, and she just played some songs for it.
Down?
She shat on the organ. Mina says she did have permanent makeup, I think. Well, that would not shock me.
That's smart, is what that is.
Oh, Cheka asks, is it easier to put on your own lashes or put them on someone else?
Own personally, because like everyone's like eye shape is different, and everyone's like different things stick to different skin types differently, and like we all know what's best for us. So when we're doing anything on anyone else, it's kind of like a who knows
Here
type
we
of
are.
deal.
We're doing it. It's happening.
I think the only thing that I'm good at with a no mirror is putting my lashes on, because I know where I can put them on.
I hear ya.
James, you want to take a photo of where, like, kind of a progress pic of where I'm at right now to post on social and be like, hey, come join
I would
us.
take a far away picture.
Ta-da.
Hello,
Oh,
friend.
here we go.
I wonder if any drag queens have done Tammy. Didn't Tammy
Oh,
Brown?
for sure.
Didn't Tammy? No. Who was it that did it on RuPaul's
Joseph?
Drag Race? That did Tammy.
Oh,
Tammy Faye Baker.
on, it was All Stars.
Wasn't it Ginger Minge? I'm pretty sure because she on Snatch
Do
Game.
not
She was
open
like
your eye.
doing the crying thing, and she's like, hoo, hoo, hoo.
It was All Stars, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Oh yeah, because she did Adele on the first one, and then when she came back, she did. Yep, that's who it was.
I like when they do someone, like, super obscure. The ones that, like, either, like, very famous and you're like, oh, you nailed it. Or it's like, who?
Oh, kind of like Jinx and then Ben's second one.
Oh my god. So Jinx doing Little Edie. Brilliant.
Yeah.
So brilliant. And then De La Creme doing Paul Lind.
I thought that was amazing.
You're
It
gonna,
was so good.
You're gonna want to open your eye, but we're gonna let you not do that.
Okay.
Don't open your eyes just yet.
So nice and dark. Can't see a thing.
Oh my goodness. Easier, but yeah, it's definitely easier. Definitely easier for me to put my own lashes on. That's for sure. We're making that a bearded queen. Yes, some of the most beautiful women in the world have facial hair. Get into it.
I feel like I'm like drawing this lash, but I'm doing a very like Stevie Nicks like. Okay, other lash approaching your eyeball.
I love how you can only see London's mouth.
Oh fuck.
That picture of a bearded queen with sparkles in her beard was fantastic. Yeah, that's a pretty this is a pretty standard fantabulous thing to do with your beard is to put glitter in it. We were gonna do that, but honestly, I think that's for the best because glitter will
Get everywhere.
glitter will never leave. Unlike my exes.
You can't even see my eyes in this. Oh my god. I'll just show my googly eyes. These lashes make your eyes look stunned.
Okay,
bitch.
that's really good.
And the thing about lashes too is that it helps blend the eye makeup,
Yes.
which I think is it's weirdly incredible.
Don't open your eyes, but I'm gonna turn your seat.
Oh, you
Ta-da!
better.
Girl,
That's
that's
it.
the look, bitch. Stunning. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
open.
Okay, right.
Open.
Okay, here they go. Oh my god, this is so weird. I can-
Not look up, open your eyes big. Okay.
Oh my. Yeah, no, stunning. Stunning.
That's it.
That's the best I've ever put on
That's
lashes,
the
bitch.
look.
Including my own self. Cool. I'll let you do the lips, sister.
Oh my god, yeah. It's
Sister!
I tell everyone it's the lashes that really that's
Put
the
it together. You look less crazy when you have
Oh
eyelashes.
good.
Okay. Oh
Oh.
yeah.
Because
Okay.
there's always that moment where you're just like, oh, I don't know.
You can use my fence.
And then you put the eyelashes on and you're just like, oh no, I
What
look
color are you
great.
gonna do?
Okay, get out. You're talking out right now because I'm gonna work on your lips for a little bit.
Archive says, as a janitor, glitter is the worst. I will say, like, sometimes, like, when we have the cast over to record an episode, like, we'll find glitter around the house afterwards.
Usually.
Even when there was no glitter, like, involved.
Usually.
Yes. Like, it just somehow, like, is deposited wherever you go. Connor says, I look so good, thank you. And Uncle Deadly got tingles. Opposite says, not a dude anymore. Patrick Murphy says, London was blessing the lash with the dance.
Stevie Nicks is my favorite.
Oh, Chris Ollendorf says, Matt, you are beautiful. Thank you. Starting to watch on my drive home. Don't watch when you're driving. Oh, no.
Right?
Matt, your lashes are beautiful. You can walk in the room in the diaper.
Oh, Joe Healy's here. Hello, Joe. Thanks for joining us. Batting lashes are freaking charming. Well, you know, I'm thinking of the, I'm sure you've seen, there's this video that went around of an evil queen from Disneyland doing her thing.
So good.
She's so
Have you
good, and
seen
she
it
does a
in
lot of,
person?
like, eyes. Oh, you would love it.
Oh, it's so good. She's so dramatic.
I think we need to do beard color before we do lips.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Does anyone have a cream color brush? Like a
Use any of my brushes.
Are you sure?
Yeah, absolutely. You can wash that shit right off.
Oh, Alex DeVos says, I'm giving you Mayhem Miller eyes.
Yeah, that's one of the ones that I use for cream too. I think.
I love Mayhem Miller. She's actually who my
I think I'm
makeup
gonna use
derives
this.
from.
I think we're just gonna go to like. I don't think we need to go underneath. I think that's fine. Okay.
And a lot of my I have glitters in one of my palettes.
Sorry.
You're fine.
So yeah, we might be
Where
able
did
to
my,
see a beard girl.
You know where my Makeup Forever flash palette is?
It's over there.
Did we use it?
Whew.
My flash palette?
Sloppy Turtle says, slap an 80s blonde Nancy Reagan wig on this boy, put him in big shoulder padded dress, give him a mic to sing some Christian hymns. Oh no! I can't even imagine what I look like right now. Uncle Dudley wants to know, what's the average time for y'all to put on makeup for an average show?
No, 2 hours.
2 hours? Yeah, that sounds about right. That's kind of what we anticipate
Yeah.
when we're like doing logistics for things.
I usually try to give myself 45 minutes, but 30 minutes is usually what it ends up being. That's interesting.
I just moved to the city from 30 minutes outside of town, so my makeup looks a lot better because I have more time to do it, but it was like do foundation, do brows, do your eyes, and then sit in an hour of traffic and then finish the rest at the bar. So total 2.5 hours plus traffic.
I mean, just getting in like putting my makeup on, hour and a half, 45 minutes. Great. And it depends on like if I'm doing stuff like for the live stream or the live shows, it'll typically take me a little bit longer.
Feeling this
because
color?
Yes.
And by the way, we have 1 week left to go on our Kickstarter to get these queens to Chicago to record a whole bunch of episodes. So if you want to hear more Queens of Adventure,
That's it.
head over to Kickstarter. I think James is about to put a link in the chat. But head over to Kickstarter and look for Queens of Adventure's Legendary Journey. There's some fabulous rewards available to folks.
You should honestly
Thanks to everybody. We've got over 100 people who have backed the Kickstarter so far. So thanks to everyone who has supported the Kickstarter. Check out the rewards. You can get some digital fun packs. You can get enamel pins that are gorgeous. We're talking to factories now about manufacturing. You can get you can guest on an episode of the show. You can get, we just added a tier where you can get all of the pins for a lower price now. What else can you do? You can sponsor an episode. You can sponsor a year's worth of episodes. So many things. So check that link in the chat to check out the Kickstarter for all the fabulous backer rewards.
Okay, so we're gonna go in with this color. It's gonna be really good.
I can smell it.
Oh yeah.
It looks like I'm just like glancing at the paint there, and it's like much thicker than all of the other makeup.
Yeah, this is, you know what's so funny is that this palette is from Makeup Forever. It's their flash palette, and this thing cost me $100 when I first bought it, and I was like, I'm feeling very suspicious about this. Like, why would a palette cost me $100? I bought this like 2 weeks after I started doing drag for the very first time, and like it's been 4 years, and this is what it looks like. Like, this will never run out, ever, ever, ever. I'm convinced of it.
That's great. We got this is a weird thing to compare it to. I accidentally ordered like 3,000 Q-tips from Amazon.
Like
I didn't
3,000 Q-tip boxes or 3,000
Oh god,
Q-tips?
not the boxes themselves, but like it arrived and I thought I was only getting like one, and I didn't realize I was buying in bulk. And I'm like, well, we are going to have clean ears for the rest of our lives. Whoever is in our will is going to have clean ears, and their descendants after them. It was too much. It was too much. The thing with like dental floss, we never run out of dental floss because I accidentally bought like a pallet's worth or something from Amazon. I'm like, it's so cheap.
Cheap.
Uncle Diddley wants, fabulous.
You can keep talking. I'm just gonna get under your chin here for a second.
Oh, Archive asks, when recording Queens of Adventure, is everyone in drag? And I would like you to imagine that they are.
So yes, the answer is yes.
In your mind, they're in drag. Drag is a state of mind.
Here, I'm gonna have you be quiet for 2 minutes. Oh, that is tea. Okay, you're good to continue.
Phew, yeah, virtual drag. The original name for Q-tips was baby gaze? That can't be true, is it? And Professor Litwick is the white contour line on Matt's right cheek shorter than the left cheek. That may just be a lighting illusion.
We'll just say it's a lighting illusion.
I think we blended it out.
So, you know what you should do before you continue?
What?
You should do the other side pink, and then you should do this one right here, purple, and then you should do that and make it blue.
I don't have
purple?
purple. That's okay though. Maybe we'll just make that like this part blue.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm just gonna grab.
Oh, that's a smart way to store your brushes.
Yeah, I store my brushes using a pencil case for like school, and it's really handy and also really cheap.
I think my favorite part is when are you gonna take pictures or are you gonna de-drag on?
Oh, sure. I mean, there will be pictures for sure.
Yeah, I don't want to waste this space. That's
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
James, did you post to Twitter or Instagram or anything?
No, we
Okay.
James is like, we've got that covered.
I made breakfast.
Ooh.
I'm completely cut off from socials and internet right now, so I have no idea what anyone is saying. Aside from the YouTube chat, aside from all of you, I have no idea what is the internet saying about me.
They're all talking shit.
Oh,
As per usual.
Which means you're doing great.
You're blonde, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're rich. Did you stone those tights? Your smile's beautiful. I want to put gold hoop earrings in Matt's left ear and then be the most fabulous pirate right now.
Okay.
Yar.
This beard color is killing me in the best of ways.
Mm-hmm.
This was the last touch for sure.
I'm so pleased to have like a face like designed by community. I really like the whole like partnership aspect of figuring out what the look is going to be.
Does this feel really weird on your facial hair?
It actually like it doesn't feel like anything.
Oh,
Like
wow.
it feels totally normal.
That is not what I was expecting here.
Yeah, no, I don't feel it at all. I can smell it ever so slightly, but like other than that, it's like normal beard. How like this is not a concern right now, but like what is the process going to be of like getting all this off? So
it's
like
easy.
Oh, it's
okay.
easy.
Coconut oil.
Coconut oil, girl.
Or,
Yeah.
any like cooking.
I brought you
oil
makeup
at any
wipes.
time.
So what
Wonderful.
I like to do is a little bit of coconut oil and wash or body wash, and rub that all over my face, and then
Liam Gordon gets my reference.
Okay, I'm gonna start the blue in the center now.
Your smile is
Liam Gordon.
All right, if you could turn your chair a little bit this way, just so I can get you a little even there. Oh, that's it.
Where's the plug-in? Have all this electronics in this.
Oh, there's an outlet behind the bookcase that you're standing next to. That may be awkward to get to.
Oh, it's just hanging.
There's also one behind Freya's head.
Gotta plug in RC's phone.
Thank you. You know what's funny is that like beards are in general like have a bluer hue to them, and so like putting blue on your facial hair actually like almost looks like I'm not doing anything. I just have to like, the key right now is to get all the way underneath and like get to the skin, because that's what's gonna color it in a way that is very like draggy. Oh, and yeah, let's blend. Oh, fuck.
Oh, you blended in on the purple on accident. That's sick.
I know, it's so cool.
She blended the pink into the blue and it made purple on your beard just now.
Outstanding. I'm really excited to have like bisexual beard.
Oh, it's true.
Word.
The representation we're looking for. Oh my gosh.
Bisexual beard visibility.
Oh my god, that's so...
Sexual beard
beard is
visibility is
obsession.
sexy.
Alright, now I'm gonna go on your top lip, so now it's really time to... Girls, what's the chat
We
saying?
love a good bisexual beard by Connor Olmstead.
Olmstead.
Mhm.
Olmstead. Like
Oh my gosh, so good.
Matt, I hate to break it to you, you're bisexual now. Oh, you can't talk.
Matt's
Ladies and
alarmed.
humans, now's the time to talk about Matt, because they can't talk right now.
Ah! Matt, if you don't say anything, you owe me $1 million. Oh my gosh. Yes, queen. Oh, that's it.
Touch all the skin, honey. Touch all of
Oh,
it.
that is it. Dipped into the wrong thing. You might be purple up here, and that's okay.
I
Okay.
think he said oil can. That's my favorite line in that movie. Oil can! Oil can! No one's ever seen House Bunny?
Oh. I thought you were talking about the Wizard of Oz.
No, I was talking about House Bunny. Sloppy Turtle says Shane Dawson would be pleased with the beard.
I watched a Shane Dawson video forever.
Love Shane Dawson.
Oh my gosh.
Shane Dawson's bi.
Oh yeah, that's true.
This face is living
It's
right
so.
now.
This
It's
is
so
really good. I'm like so shook.
We should make Matt do it again, but with Irene and Butylene.
Oh
Just
yeah, that
Right.
would be really interesting because I know those two. Irene would be like, okay, so we're doing prosthetics.
Right.
We're like completely changing your entire facial structure.
They should do James.
Gosh. Like hear James's sweat from across the room.
No. Did you already put the Fenty Beauty on his face? The highlighter, or did you already do that?
This is so like want to look this good every time I get into drag, but I know I don't have the skills.
We can.
Look at that.
That's gorgeous.
Chat, what do you think? Matt doesn't know what he looks like.
I have
so
no idea.
You've got to tell him. Reassure him that he's in the right hands.
You're gonna look like a Picasso painting in a second.
Gee.
I look like a non-binary coded Disney villain. I like that.
I love that.
One of the,
Too
like
cute for you two.
something that's real hard about this is because the lashes are like heavier than my normal eyelids would be. Like it's real tempting to just be like it's just like squint.
Yeah.
Honestly, lashes are like a weight, so when you take them off, you're gonna want to close your eyes for a while.
Would you look at me up straight on really quick? Okay, we've got the top portion.
Professor Litwick says
Very good.
pink needs to be higher on the right side.
Yep, just going in to fix that right now.
Gosh, Arson.
I know.
Gosh,
I fuck
Arson,
everything
can't you
up.
just paint?
Fraya Love says we didn't say bye to the beard, but the tag of the season is the beard said bye.
Oh my god.
I know. I ended that war immediately on your Twitter chat when it was like, shave the beard, and I was like, don't shave the beard.
Right? I was like, girl, keep the beard.
There's a part of me that is curious about what it would look like, but here's the thing: I realized I don't think we have a razor that could completely shave. Like we've been stubbly for so long. James, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I don't think we have any razor that can go like all the way down to the skin.
We do, but they're probably very dusty.
Okay.
Yeah, no use.
Please welcome to stage Dusty Razor.
Ooh.
That's actually a good name.
Okay, let me look at me straight on.
Can you get us
She needs to be a
underbeard
little
too?
high.
Paint us underbeard a color.
Nah, it's not necessary.
Always necessary when we're doing it for
I know,
YouTube.
I know. So close. It's like so interesting because like you paint and like I'm so used to having like not facial hair that like when you paint on the skin it just goes on and then you're good. But like here it's like you gotta like
Work it in.
I know, all this makeup makes me want to really take my time tonight on my face. What are you doing tonight?
I'm actually performing at the Pink Door tonight.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's very fancy people from out of
I'm gonna go
town
try
with
to
lots of
see
money
it
who have
tonight.
no idea who we are.
Oh.
My target audience.
Yeah.
Maybe I should take the makeup off and on camera too.
Oh, perhaps. Like, I do want to like make the most of it, though. We got to take a lot of
Ooh, you
pictures.
should do what Butylene does. Oh my god, I just realized.
Mm-hmm.
Paint the lip onto the mustache.
Oh shit.
You might want to highlight some of the blue over it, but that would be like above the lip, like do a lip highlight. Be
We
stunned.
need Butylene here to really get some beard expert shit going on.
I'm surprised we did this without butylene on the beard.
I think it's even enough
I think it's good. We could do this forever.
now.
And here's the thing: is like my beard just doesn't grow even, so there's like a little bit more of it on one side than the other.
Oh yeah, that might be.
I think you need to do a beard every time you do Pigs Fly now.
Oh my gosh, this is so good. I'm just gonna blend in the purple just a little bit more.
And the hair.
Oh my god, this is so fucking... Okay, that's really good.
That's the tea, bitch.
I normally do not feel this good about my work, so I'm really happy right now. Great. We're gonna go in with
Seattle
Lip
Drag is
color.
shook. I absolutely love. I should get this.
so silly, right? Okay. So let's get you your chair turned right over to me because I'm gonna have to actually be symmetrical this time. What's the chat looking like? Looking amazingly amazing. Thank you so much.
I'm excited to see the end result.
People with lots of money are always the target audience. Agreed.
I can't wait to see myself, Mina. I'm so curious. I just see like out of the corner of my eye, I see the blob moving on the screen over there.
Uncle Dudley, did he get 50 lashes? Is it just like one 301? Yeah, that's the magic of 301 lashes. That is literally just one lash. Those are not stacked. Oh my gosh.
Big rings and a Bible, sloppy turtle.
Concealer base over Matt's number to make a sharp line. Is Matt getting his nails painted or getting press-ons? You don't have to have nails to do drag. Just saying.
FYI.
Would you paint your nails or do press-ons?
I mean, I'm down for whatever. I think, yeah, I don't know.
I would rather paint than press-ons because press-ons will fall off as soon as you start changing costumes.
True. Or like, have you ever been on stage where you like slam your hand
Yeah.
on and it just like
all
flies
5 of
off?
them.
Yep, done that before. Matt is gonna freak when he sees himself.
Yep.
Okay. The fun part is when we get to do the lips. So I'm gonna do your lips, and I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but we're gonna make it work.
Are you gonna do black?
Yeah.
I would do
the
the
black, but
hot
highlight
pink.
around.
What?
Do the black, but highlight around. So if you were to go up into the mustache to make the lips bigger, like a Butylene mustache, or a beauty lip highlight above it after you're done and around it so that you can see it through the
Highlight with what?
white.
With white?
Yeah.
Okay. I may have to enlist you to do that one.
Oh, yeah.
To do that part.
I mean, it'll be over a mustache, so it'll be different.
Connor Olmsted, have any of the queens lost a piece of their costume in the middle
All
of
the time.
November?
I mean, that's London's brand.
I was like, fuck you, Arson.
Girl.
I knew it was coming.
Wig,
Wig strap.
all the things.
Connor Olmsted, I was at a show once and the vixen was on stage. She did a high kick and accidentally kicked her shoe off the stage, and my husband caught it like a foul ball.
Yeah.
That's great.
Connor, I perform with Fraya. We're cast members of a show called West End Girls, and I
Voluntarily lose your wig all the time.
I voluntarily throw my wig off because drag is non-binary for me, so you can do whatever kind of hairstyle you want to. And the other thing is, I jumped on a handrail and I swung my foot around, and this guy was so excited he stuck his face too close, and I scraped his cheek with the heel. Do you remember that?
No,
When I
bro,
kicked
I'm
that-
downstairs. I'm downstairs all the time. I don't see nothing.
Yeah, you're downstairs in your chair. Like,
Alright,
it's
Freya, I'm good with lips. Do you want to highlight around?
Yeah. Alright. This is going to be tricky because it's going to be creams on creams on creams.
Creams on creams on creams.
So, you know what? Let's just do this. Okay. Creme.
Oh my gosh, I can't.
Right?
This beard thing you did was sickening.
Stun.
That was the finishing touch.
The black.
Hi.
No,
I'm
the
back.
beard.
How are you?
My mouth feels weird.
I can imagine.
So good. Oh my god. That is. This is like the moment of suspense, because like this is one of those situations where if your wrist slips a little bit, it's
Mhm.
like, oh, gotta start over.
Right? Like, oh, well, that's a thing now.
Sloppy turtle. Is this makeup edible?
Fuck, I don't know.
I would not want to try.
Neither
Is
would
this
I.
like piggy paint makeup? What's piggy paint makeup?
Is that like
Sounds about right. I don't know what that is, but
Sure.
Pixie says, day since our last drag accident, semicolon, 0.
OSHA would be very displeased.
Yeah.
Please welcome to the stage,
OSHA.
OSHA violation.
Girl, you can't
needs
do
to be
that at a
Helen
bar.
Tragic's
People will
new drag
flip out.
name. What was I gonna say? Oh, Pixie Snicks. We'll see. Tonight I'm doing a superhero drag show as Beast Boy. So
Oh, fun.
And I'm doing Chop Suey by System of the Down, so we'll see what the fuck happens.
It's fine. That mouth looks like the gate to hell with that black. Honestly, goals.
Please welcome to stage, Gates of Hell.
Honestly, if your lips don't look like the gates to hell, you're not doing drag.
I think we all do black lips, don't we?
I think
I've done.
You and I do black lip
Yeah.
all the time. It's because I am a person of color.
Black
So I
lips
need
are really
darker
cool
lips
too
back
because
then.
like if you don't really know your words, you can just like you can like put your like lips over your teeth and just go like ah, bah, 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 bah. And because teeth are like the key, like one of the keys to like getting your mouth shape, like your lips like won't be tight, but like people won't know, if that makes sense.
No, it makes perfect sense, actually.
Gaze of hell. Yeah. You called?
Hello.
Oh, piggy paint is kids makeup that's non-toxic.
Oh, definitely not that. Pretty sure we're all going to be dying of skin cancer, so you're welcome.
Welcome
Primarily on the face.
Welcome to the Gates of Hell. For Arson, press 1. For Freya, press 2. Irene and Beetaline are not attending right now. If you'd like to leave a message, please press
For
5.
Freya, oprima dos.
Oh my god.
Okay, let's do the mustache. This is gonna be a little
good.
difficult.
I can't wait for this wig to go on, bitch. It's gonna fucking
But-
slay my life.
Matt, you look kind of sinister. You could be the villain in a superhero movie.
Actually, there was a picture that was on Twitter that I saw earlier.
I'll get you all.
Of
And your little dogs too.
I'll start with the dogs.
Ooh.
It's gracious. Yeah, this is looking. Oh my gosh, with this hair, I'm sorry, like, goodbye. Like,
Right.
Hashtag fuck me.
quitting.
Hashtag fuck me.
I should just have you go do my show tonight.
Yeah. Welcome to the stage.
They would probably think that you're
Back to the
Arson.
crusty.
Yeah, I'd be like, wow, you grew a beard really fast. I'm like, thank you, it's one of my hidden talents.
Little do you know, I have to shave every 5 minutes.
You need to film Matt's reaction when he sees himself so he can post it.
Oh my god, yes.
Are we
we're
gonna
just
do the big
follow
reveal
you.
on?
Oh yeah.
On live?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
we
you're
can.
gonna get
Do
to
we
see
have
it.
we can just bring the.
Yeah, there's like an iPad
mirror.
or something, or a
Something.
mirror. There are literal mirrors in the
What
world.
are we trying to do? Oh no.
Hank on his nose.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
No worries.
Well-
What the fuck? Okay, well, that's a thing. That's one of those things. We'll figure it out. Girl.
But now we
I'm
need
a
to
little
do.
drunk. That's all.
Now we need to do what Fraya does, which is like get those like pigments and just like splatter
Right?
them all over
I
his
mean,
face.
it's a thing, girl. I did not realize.
Or wait a second.
Whoops! It's not. I mean, you can blend that into the nose contour.
I
honestly.
think you honestly could, especially if you get like a pinkier, purplier like blush, which I have. The gates of hell would be a good term for sexual orifices. I agree.
Yeah.
Please welcome to the stage. Gates of hell. Lifting your leg.
The nice thing about this is actually it's on the nose area, so it's not actually terrible.
Yeah. God, that face. It like drag like
Right.
like blows every expression you make up to like 10.
Drag tip: always remember what your surface you're laying on.
No, it's great. I think it's great.
No, I think it's great too. I mean, I honestly, it kind of works. All right, let's do the wig. Someone else do it because
Okay.
my hands are disgusting at the moment.
Do we want to maybe want to like?
Oh, dust off, dust her off, dust her
Well,
off.
let's dust her off, and also maybe do we want to add like? Cause I have a blush palette right here. Do we want to add maybe like some of like the purplier, pinky or
hold on.
things too?
Use the Fenty Beauty. Use the Fenty Beauty one.
Why?
Oh, it's a highlight, but it's pink. But I
it's
would use
pink.
that last.
Yeah, I'll use this last.
Okay.
So we're just gonna. I'm gonna go in with this blush palette. We're gonna use these colors to sort of like get these spots to blend in just a little bit more. Oh my god, did you see that fucking fallout? Jesus Christ.
You're killing me with your excitement.
Oh, was I right or was I right?
You were right, girl.
You were right.
I can see all are like covered in little like lines and blobs and paint smears and things from just like it's like a messy day at the laboratory.
Damn, Freya, this is heavy.
What?
This wig, girl.
I'm waiting for Freya's swinging necklace to lull Matt into a hypnotic trance.
Woo. I've been hypnotized this whole time. That's the only way that this has been possible.
I'm sorry that I'm like fully obscuring the view.
Put your fingers over your head like little devil horns.
Like so. Wait,
He's not there yet.
he's not quite there yet. Oh, that was the correct thing to do.
Oh yeah.
Should
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Is he?
Look,
Stunned.
turn,
Shut up.
right?
You saved
Am I
it.
right?
Like I said, we'll make it work.
Right, I'm just- Oh yeah, we gotta dust the fallout out really quick. Okay, I'm gonna get right into this area. Oh, and you'll want to open your eyes and look up. Oh, yep, that's it. That was the finishing touch. Oh my goodness gracious.
I definitely like feel the weight of everything on my face now. It feels a bit like I put my face into like a big pile of tape and like just lifted up and like stuff is just like taped to me now.
Do we want to go in with this Fenty on,
Yeah.
on the highlight area?
Go in
Yeah.
with the
Girl,
POC.
I'll wait.
Hey, do you want to do this? Because I'm not familiar with
Oh.
this.
Mama, Miss Thing.
I'm just afraid of putting way too
I'm
much
trying
on,
to cover
like, right
this.
at once.
Let's not use this brush though.
Yeah, I love my brush.
That
Yeah.
one I used a bunch of grays. So
Oh, gotcha.
Don't you hate that? When you're like, oh, I'll use this, and it like has.
look at
Oh,
right.
we're done. That's great. Oh my
I also have the gold one,
gosh. Okay, I'm fully shook. I want to blend in those sides really quick. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. This may not
Georgina.
read it on camera, but like in person, Matt is like
Glowing.
a glittery goddess.
Look into the camera, Matt.
Mr. Barlow, I got so drunk last night that I ended up 30 miles away from home this morning. What the fuck? Nobody had a car. Uncle Deadly, Matt's facial expressions are reminding me of
my
the
gosh,
clown
that's it.
face and Bubble
Yeah.
from the Lux
We're
Wonder
good.
toy of the whole
Let's
deck
stop for a
episode.
second.
Oh,
Let's get the
oh my god, that looks so good.
okay.
Ah,
Quick, so,
Savannah,
do this.
Bellissima, man.
Going to put here. All right. Pull down a little bit. There you go.
Oh wait, actually, do we want him to have to put the harness on first?
Whatever. We'll put everything on over.
You gonna put it over the
All
wick?
right. Yeah, I think it'll be fine.
Dookie dookie.
Oh my god.
You definitely look like fucking
Yes.
Agatha Christie for fucking sure. You're giving me.
Matt looks so good.
It's not even Agatha Christie. It's
Oh wait, we
Madame-
have to take his shirt off though.
That's what I said.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
God.
We're
We're
removing-
snatching her wig.
We're removing wig privileges.
Do I need to do something here?
No.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Are we gonna have to do part 2 of the boat tape incident from the live stream?
Ah!
Okay, take your shirt off.
No.
All right, how do I-
Did I leave the boat?
Wait, what are we
here?
what are we getting here?
Okay, we are.
Wait. Oh wait, yeah, do what you're doing.
Okay, so yeah,
And then.
and then do this with your go under and pull this down.
Wait, what?
So yes.
So like this?
Yes.
Yep.
Just make sure it doesn't touch your face.
Gorge!
We did
Look
it.
At you.
Okay.
I don't know how that works, so you're gonna have to do that.
Feel
yourself.
free to tip Matt because the shirt is off.
Here we go. What even is this character now?
We don't know.
Give him your shawl.
Oh yeah, that's right. My shawl.
It's gonna be Madam Dusty Crusty.
Dusty, crusty.
Opposine, now this was worth the wait.
Oh my
Hands.
god.
You put that harness on really fast.
Wait, hold on. Something's crooked.
Oh yeah, no, it's you know,
Twist.
It's twisted.
it's twisted. She's a twisted sister.
Yeah, this is what I'm telling you folks. Like it all you're like, what is going on here? And by the end it just like comes together.
I want one of these now.
It's just a flogger.
Smells good.
It was that was a gift from somebody at IMO
I'm
one year.
surprised that the fur blog doesn't know what a flogger is.
Oh my gosh.
And
I'm so dead.
Furball with the flogger. Fur blogging.
Where's is there a sleeve here? No, wait. What?
there
a shawl.
is.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, you're in. Okay, and now the hair.
Yeah. What,
Oh yeah. Here, Matt. Hold on. Sorry, Arson.
I want to like
Close
make
your
this
eyes.
into
Yeah,
like a
wait till Cody
ponytail.
Shipman makes a portrait of this. All right, fingers. Okay. Down. Down. Clearly made for my head, sorry. Boom. Ah.
I'm slayed. This is too much.
I can't. But also, yes. It's just a vlogger.
Words I don't hear.
Oh my god, Matt looks so good. I can't even handle it.
This needs to be you're giving me like
Sorry.
you're giving me like half
I'm trying not to pull
dominatrix,
at your
half
hair,
Final
but
Fantasy
at the
character
same
right
time,
now.
Fix the lace so it doesn't. I don't know what's going
So
on anymore,
shook.
but we'll figure it out later.
Oh my god.
Wait, you have to do wait. Give the vlogger. Can we see the vlogger? Okay, Matt, turn around. Turn around. And you have to like make this whole grand
Okay,
entrance when
yes.
you swing around. So we'll get out of your way and we'll let you do your
I don't know what I'm gonna do with this.
to my
but go.
base. No,
My name's Agatha Christie. Welcome back to my channel.
Alright, let's grab the mirror.
See, like drag makeup changes you.
Alright, turn around again. Turn around.
Are we gonna do this? Are we gonna do
Oh, yeah,
this?
no, I'm gonna bring the mirror over here.
Is it
At least
sick?
try
Watch out
to.
for the cords.
You should probably
There are no cords, but
Freya?
what?
you should put it over here, like next to the TV, and you can just because you
But
want the
then-
camera.
Do we want to just do like a phone or like an iPad or something like
We
that?
can do both. We can do all the things.
You can
Oh,
just-
we have a mirror right here. Oh no, that's not big enough.
that's big enough.
Is it?
The palette mirror? That's not gonna be big enough.
That's not big enough. Oh wait, hold on.
Well, yeah, let's grab an iPad. That way we can get the full
Right, the full fantasy.
reaction.
Oh my god, I can't wait.
The shorts complete the look. Yes, I completely
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah, shorts, and I'll wear like some boots or something.
Connor says, you realize now Matt is going to have to be in drag for your Chicago show.
Oh my god.
Girl,
I mean-
there's only so much time in a day.
Make it like a Kickstarter, like reach goal.
Yes.
Right. If we make it to 25, you got it, dude.
Twisted church lady. I love that.
Here I come, here I come.
This wig was so perfect.
The weight of it is very strange too. Like,
Yeah, try sitting in
wow.
a 2-hour live feed.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I probably could have done it without the boat tape. However, it actually sat pretty perfectly on my head.
No, not.
Oh,
where
I
it usually
swear
is.
it was over here earlier.
Hmm.
Oh.
Don't mind us, we're
is
just
it
fumbling around
plugged-
looking for an iPad.
Is it plugged into the Mac?
Doesn't seem to be.
I'm like trying to
I mean,
figure
a
out
phone
another-
will work just fine.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Let's take a picture of you, and then you can look at yourself.
No, let's do it live.
Okay, perfect.
Do you want to just use my phone right there and record it?
There.
All right.
Okay.
Are we ready?
Well, that's
I'm
not
ready.
live. It's just a-
Girl.
Matthew, do you want to do it live on your Instagram?
No.
Oh, sure. We'll do it on.
Oh,
We'll do it
yeah.
over there as well.
Yeah. I'll have a whole bunch of
Gosh.
Give me a countdown for that one.
Okay.
Oh, 5, 4, 3.
Well, hello! Here we are. The queens from Queens of Adventure have just done my face. I don't know what I look like. I haven't seen myself at all. I don't know what accessories I have or why. And yet, here we are. We're on Instagram over here and YouTube over here. And I'm about to see myself with a little turnaround spin reveal. So let's take a look. Here I go. Phew. No way. This is incredible. I can't even believe this is my face. What? What? Who is this?
You look absolutely stunning.
Wow. I can't believe the color is so good. And I really do I have to like open my eyes real wide to be eyes. Otherwise it looks like I'm falling asleep. But there I go. I could do like a pirate.
I mean, it really works.
This is amazing, everyone. I can't believe what I'm seeing. And I also can't believe everyone wanted me to be in the harness with the flogger. I don't know how these things work together. But
This works.
this is so wild. It's like a facial replace. It's like what do they call the emoji that like do your face along with you?
Oh
Like,
yeah, the filters.
it's like I'm
Oh,
controlling
right.
someone else's face. I can't believe how I look. This is incredible. Wow. Wow, y'all are magicians. This is bonkers.
Welcome
here
to
we
the
are.
stage, Agatha Christie.
Agatha Christie rides again. Hello. hello. Welcome to my laboratory.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Right.
Ooh, we've got some mysteries to solve, one way or the other. Swish, swish. That's my catchphrase. Swish, swish, off I go. And I'm flogging myself, because sure, why not? Wow, everyone, thank you for keeping me company and, like, watching this all come together. Magical Girl Transformation says Connor. We're thirsty, Mads. It's kind of sure, that works too. Hubba Hubba says Chris. Flogs himself with the eye. Yeah, don't flog the makeup off. Twisted Church Lady. I kind of like that. Yeah.
I agree.
Wow. Who is this person? What are there's like a little bit of a splotch here and there.
That's
but
what we were freaking out about.
Yeah. We'll just say that's.
That was when I put my finger on your face after my finger was in your beard. Which, okay, that sounds really weird.
Here I am. Wow, like just the shape of me is completely different. Like obviously like the beard and all this stuff, but even like here, like it's a very strange experience. Oh, and Bob Nelson, thank you for another tip.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Yay! Took barely 3 hours. 3 hours well spent, says Mina. Oh
Do you want
boy.
to see what the Instagram
Oh, hello
site?
to everybody in the chat who's joining me on Instagram. Hi, everybody. We've got lots of friends popping in to say hello. Can I wave? Can I click the little wave button and wave back? Oh, hello. I can wave at you. How fun. What is strange. This is also very strange because I've got like a YouTube audience over here, an Instagram audience over here. I'm looking at myself in this mirror over here. London's watching me from over there. There's lots of cameras and lots of people joining me. Woof. But wowee, this is an amazing experience to see a face that is not mine talking with my words. Look at my eyes. Whoa.
Yeah, that's Fraya magic right there.
The brows are incredible.
Yeah, you are blended. Holy shit.
It looks so like naturally a human face, and yet not mine. That's the real magic trick. Is like it doesn't look like an illusion or anything. It just looks like totally somebody else. Oh no, am I muted? Someone says I'm muted. Oh no. Oh, I don't know what to do about that. James, can you figure out how to unmute on an Instagram?
I never Instagram. I don't know how it works.
Neither do I.
Let's see.
You might have to turn your sound on. Maybe?
I don't know where. Like, there's a
Like the
question button. a
Arson,
face
can you
button.
flip that switch? That's the silver switch on the phone right there.
Oh, maybe it's this one.
Yeah. Is
Does
that,
that-
are we on?
Does that make it work? Does that take me off mute? I don't know.
Or Gina. Oh my god.
Thank
love.
you. I'm just gonna type. Oh wait, does it say something? Turn off commenting. Turn off request to go live. Nope, that's I don't know. If I'm on mute, then I don't know what to do about that.
That wig is so pretty. Thank you,
But-
Kalina Marcos.
Volume's up all the way. Feminine side definitely coming out. Oh, thank you for the tip, Opera Zine. Muted on Insta. Oh, I don't know what to do about that.
Oh, sound fixed it. Oh,
Oh,
good.
fix it. Okay,
Okay,
good.
so it was that, it
Yes,
was
it was
that.
the switch. Yay! Fixed it. Sound on. Hooray! Well, anyway, hi. I've just been painted by all these fabulous, talented artists here, and where's Londyn? There she is. Who have done up my face to create Agatha Krusty, my drag Sona. Now, here I am, and hello to all. I've got this little implement here to solve the mystery. I thought like maybe I should have a magnifying glass or something, but a flogger
works.
Yeah, sure. I'm sorry. I'm like slapping everybody. Here I am.
See, drag makes you make those weird faces.
Yes.
The look that you just put into my camera. That one right there.
It's true. Camelou says, I look a bit like Butylene, and that's not wrong. You look amazing, says Ismit on Instagram, and Wes Wheelis gives a thumbs up. Can I wave? Yes, there we go. A wave.
A flogger to punish the guilty.
Wow. So yeah, this was all thanks to some of our fabulous Queens of Adventure cast. There we have Arson, Fraya, and Londyn, who were responsible for putting this whole face together. Whoa, it's just amazing.
Don't blame me. I'm just kidding.
And I mean the wig, just astounding. Here.
Honestly, the
Yeah,
wig
Freya's
really
wig
seals it.
Puts it all together. Yeah, and this is part of been doing like for the last couple weeks, and we've got 1 week left to go on our Kickstarter to get Queens of Adventure. We're on the road. We're traveling from Seattle to Chicago, and we're raising money to make that happen. So head over to queensofadventure.com. There's info about the Kickstarter over there. And you can check out like all the backer rewards where we've got some incredible backer rewards for everybody. Enamel pins. You can join us for a game. You get a digital fun pack. You can sponsor an episode or a whole year's worth of episodes. And we'll thank you every episode for a year. James just posted a link to it. So thank you for that. Go check out our Kickstarter right now and get some rewards and help get us to Chicago. And maybe there will be more of this in the future because I kind of like this. I think we did a good job.
You're like really feeling yourself right now.
I am super into it. I love it. This is definitely like we need to get some fan art. We need to get commission Cody or Levi or Terry, who like all done gorgeous art of Queens of Adventure to put Agatha into the canon.
It just looks like so good in person. It looks so good on camera. Like it looks great on Instagram Live.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm just completely shocked by all of this.
You can be like the Agra, but of like Queens of Adventure.
Yes. Wait, no, that was Yoda. I don't know where that came from.
Same difference.
I've got a mystery to solve. Ooh. I don't know about that voice. We'll test. We'll have to focus test. Thanks for the Gay Cruise, man. All those family episodes. Oh, you're welcome, Julian. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Camelou wants Agatha Christie to turn up in Queens of Adventure. Agatha has appeared in one of the live shows, one of the bonus episodes. If you're a Patreon or Kickstarter backer, you get some bonus episodes of Queens of Adventure. That includes an appearance by Agatha Christie herself. Helping the Queen solve a mystery on a boat.
I do remember this.
It's a seafaring nautical mystery starring the Queens of Adventure and Agatha Christie herself. Yes. Matt's face so expressive, says Opera Scene. Oh, nice belly button, thank you. Love the hair, says Lee Jordan. Flogger to punish the guilty. Ooh, one of you is the murderer, and I'll find out who.
We're never gonna get you out of this phase.
Right?
Yeah. No, this is
We're gonna like pry the wig.
Oh, Uncle Dilly says season 0. That's right, season 0, episode 7. It's not even a bonus episode. Yes, Connor says I'm a murderer. Punish me. All right, here I come. I'm not quite sure how to like. It's all tangled. I'm caught in my own flogger.
Matt, how does it feel to have all of that makeup on?
It feels so strange. It feels like the heaviness of the makeup on my face is very foreign, and also like the eyes. I need to keep reminding myself to open my eyes because otherwise it just looks like I'm sleeping.
You honestly do not look like you have a pore on your fucking face.
Right.
That's the smoothness. Take in this face. The colors are so good, and I love the blending here. Wow, this is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. I'm so glad that we could do this, everybody. Wow, thank you for joining me over here on Instagram. Thank you for joining us on YouTube. I'm just like beside myself at all of this. Yeah, Uncle Deadly says the murder is Agatha Christie. She is slaying us. Here I am. Let's get everybody back on camera for like a little like hello and thank you. Cause gosh, and James, would you mind for everybody on Instagram holding on?
See us?
There we go. I don't know. I like how visible we are here. But wow, this is so why YouTube was invented. Oh, I got a little tease of the shoulder
action. Ooh.
Oh, maybe I could do like
an off the shoulder sort of like.
Yes, a little wrap here.
I can't.
We've created a monster.
Clearly.
It's exactly what we've done.
Everyone roll for initiative. Ooh, too much pretty for one screen, says Pixie Snakes. I have so many feelings as the intellectual homosexual. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you joined us. Yay!
Oh my goodness.
Yay. Oh, I'm so grateful for everybody who has done this face up for me. So grateful, and thank you again to everybody who's backed our Kickstarter. We are at 65, 6,551.
Yep.
And everything we raise over that total is going to allow us to do more episodes of Queens of Adventure.
Wow.
So
More
if you
everything.
more,
Yeah, it's kind of awesome.
more travel, more rewards for folks, more episodes of the show. That's the big one. Because we've done so well, because we've raised so much from all the generosity of our sponsors, we're going to be able to make a lot more Queens of Adventure. And there's still 7 days left. So if you've been on the fence, or you've been just kind of like, oh, I'll get to it when payday rolls around, or just like waiting to see how it goes, we just lowered some of the prices on some of the reward tiers. So head over to queensofadventure.com, check out our Kickstarter. There's going to be lots to enjoy over there. Bonus episodes, enamel pins, joining us to guest on a show.
Please join us. That's what I want.
Yes.
I can't wait.
Yes. Oh, a room full of talent, says Sloppy Turtle. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, it's all thanks to the cast. Because I don't know what I'm doing with my face. But they have done an amazing, amazing job. Do you all want to like explain like what's happening with the like what have you done to make this actually manifest? Like what is the process for putting all this together?
I mean, what isn't the process is what the question really should be. It's just blending. That's really it, just blending. And then the idea just kind of came from the fact that like we already had the hair, so let's just roll with that. I had no idea what the hell I was gonna do.
Yeah, you pretty much just like put together the face shape you want with creams, powder over it so that it lasts, and then dust over it with powders. And like as long as you're playing with lights and shadow in a way that's like painterly, you can pretty much do anything you want with your face. Mm-hmm. Which I gotta like, we really like. You honestly look like a completely different person. Mm-hmm. Like, it's pretty wild.
Yeah. Minus the random spots on your face, but you know, whatever.
I've never seen a drag queen in a harness.
You've obviously never met Strawberry.
Feast your eyes. That's true. Come to Seattle. Come to visit Pony and see Strawberry Shortcake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it also has to do with, like, us as a group working together, because I don't think we'd be able to do this if we were like a random group of people. So like the fact that we work well together with each other and talk, communication is very important when doing one person's face.
Key.
Yeah, and you sort of like we went in with a plan, like a loose plan, but in terms of like what actually we did from moment to moment,
execution was impeccable.
Sort of like let it flow and be like, hey, you do this really well, you do this really well, you do this really well, and sort of like put all of it together, and this is what you get.
Here we are. Yeah, Matt and Harness in general. Oh, you liking? Okay. All right. Well, maybe I'll do more of this. Yeah. Okay. If everyone's a fan, maybe it'll happen. I used to do more live streams. James would get me a little goofy, and then
is that what you call drunk?
A little goofy.
A little goofy.
A little festive.
And then wear the harness as I was reading like literature. So I'd be reading like, I don't know, A Christmas Carol or something while wearing the harness.
That's kind of hot though. That's cool. But yeah, no, we used a variety of products, and certain things you probably wouldn't normally use for things that you would like lipstick as an eyebrow cover.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. There's like my face, like there's this strange weight where like my face feels like it's like pulling me forward, but the wig feels like it's like pulling me back.
So, you know, double negative.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm caught in, there's an equilibrium here. Wow, and like the batting of the eyes feels very strange as well.
You probably like can only see like out of the bottom half of your like eyes.
I definitely
There's like that black line that's right here. Yeah, I know that girl. You'll get used to that. Like honestly, when you start doing drag so much, it's weird not having that line.
I feel like I've got like a sun visor, like keeping.
That's exactly it.
Never drive with lashes. If you drive, don't drive with lashes because you can't see.
Or just don't be Londyn Bradshaw. I'm just kidding. I love her.
It's
I
my
promise.
first day.
Wow, and with the colors too, like you folks chose really, really well. Like this all comes together like really beautifully.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thanks to everybody in the chat who, as we were getting going, was like recommending purples and pinks and blues. So I think the color palette works very nicely. Even the like flogger, I don't think you can see. The flogger has like a blue handle here.
Totally planned that out.
So yes, everything's coordinated. And the red of the harness blends nicely. Oh, I've got like a little.
It's from flogging yourself.
Yes, I've been. Did we see the hickey on Matt's left shoulder area? Was that? Did I just like rest my?
Probably.
Exactly
okay. Yeah.
Oh, because you're doing this. Ooh.
And now here we go.
It's
yes.
like a bright pink hickey.
That's fine. My hands are all red, so you're welcome.
Yeah, we're just like covered in all sorts of residue at the moment. And I was also hearing like as they were putting me in drag, we have like an air filter that like turns on whenever the air is like there's like particulates in the air.
Oh.
And so whenever there was a spray, I could hear like the air filter go like.
Drag
filtering
isn't
it.
good for you kids. Don't try
I
it at
know.
home.
The air filter was reading.
Yes.
What was happening?
Oh, you're putting a vat into the air?
No, ma'am.
Yes, the
Not
price we
today.
pay for art. Camelou says I'd be terrified with all that color in my beard. I could just imagine myself like forgetting that this is on my face and just like going to sleep, and then like there's this face is staring at me the next
We've all
morning.
done it.
Right, girl, I do it almost every single weekend now because I get home at like 1 a.m. and I'm like, what's more important, sleep or getting this makeup off? I'm gonna go to sleep, so I just take off my lashes, take off my contacts, and knock the fuck out.
Oh my gosh, that's a disaster waiting to happen.
Oh yeah, I know. But I mean, look at this skin.
Well, a tremendous thanks to Londyn Bradshaw, to Fraya Love, to Arson Nicki for making all this possible. Do you want to tell folks where they can find you?
You can find me on Venmo, Fraya Love. You can find me on Instagram at Fraya_Love. That's FRAYA_LOVE. Twitter, same thing. And Twitch, Fraya_Love, which tomorrow? Am I coming over tomorrow? I'm coming over tomorrow, right?
I think we'll make it happen,
Why not?
sure.
Why not? Yeah, fuck it. I'll be live streaming tomorrow on my own channel. Also, I guess we'll be finishing off the game of Kingdom Hearts. Not
Yeah.
finishing, but at least doing another level. That's not with the prologue. And then what else? Where else am I? Facebook, Fraya, all the things. Just look up FRAYA and you will find me.
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and Scruff and Farmers Only.
Perfect.
Yeehaw! Hi, this is my first day here, so I don't actually have social. Just kidding. You
I
can-
don't have social
You
media.
can find me on Facebook, Londyn Bradshaw. It's Londyn with a Y, LONDYN. And then you can find me on Instagram at L.BSHAW. That's Londyn Bradshaw as well. And then you can find me on Twitter at Bradshaw London. At Bradshaw London. I don't know why I did it like that. But,
Matt has so much face.
she's trying to vlog me. Like, she's holding this vlog. I'm like afraid I'm gonna get it's wrong.
I'd like to meet you in
And I'm
person,
also coming
too.
over to play The Sims, or the new WoW Classic that just came out. Just came out.
That too.
It was the.
There's the
yeah,
vlogger,
the
yeah.
vlogger.
10 years from now in London.
Yeah,
Hi, it's my first day. No, that's true.
Yeah.
It has been 10 years. And then
It's
for
been
live
84
stream,
years.
intellectuals, homosexual wants to know what time.
I don't know. I don't have my calendar in front of me, so I don't know
Yeah.
if I've got something already going on Sunday that we need to schedule around, but we will figure it out. Just
Worst case scenario.
turn on notifications
Right.
for Freya's Twitch channel.
It'll
and
happen.
You'll get notified. So we'll figure all that out once I actually have a calendar here. Because right now, I'm surrounded by like an airplane cockpit's worth of makeup.
Is that what that's called?
That's sure. Let's say that's the unit of measurement we'll use. Wow, gosh, I can't even believe how glamorous I look. Look at my face. Look at all this face. Look at all this color. I can't take it all in.
Look at this skin, darling. Look at all of this skin.
It is also, I'm gonna say, incredibly hot. Like, this is probably not a surprise to any of you, but like the heat, like I feel like just having this on my head, like I feel like it's holding in all of my body heat,
Yeah.
and just like I feel like the sweat happening.
Yep.
That's where setting
yep.
spray comes in.
Yep. That's yes. You've created a beautiful monster. That's me, a beautiful mystery-solving
An
monster.
overgrown orangutan.
Yeah.
Wow.
Woof. So
Are you gonna leave it
wow.
on, or are you gonna take it off on
No,
camera?
I kind of want to, like, I don't know. Like, I may need to just, like, take a break, decompress.
And then go get a drink at CC's.
Go get a drink at Cece's, maybe. I might do some streaming later. I don't know. Like, it seems like as long as I've got all this on,
Yeah.
Do you want to? I mean, we could a game or something.
I'm kind of
Yeah.
into, like, streaming a game, like, doing some, like, I don't know,
We
Mario
need to
Kart or something.
powder this though, if that's
Yeah.
the case, because that'll definitely rub off on something.
So here's what I need. First of all, I need some water.
For starters, let's get hydrated. Woo!
And yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll just do some streaming of, like, I don't know what game. What do you suggest? Like, folks in the chat, if you've got something you want to see, if you want to see me and the queens, like, I don't know if you got to stick around or got to leave or whatever.
I
But
don't have anything to do.
Oprazine votes for streaming. Devin votes for staying hydrated. Always very important.
No, you can't have water.
So
No hydration station for you.
we may do some games. I just need I can understand now. Like when I watch like Deer and hashtag Trashly and Elix and like other stream queens like doing their thing, they'll like get fully done, and then they'll take like a 15-minute break. And now I understand why, because like just sitting here. I didn't do any work. I was just like literally sitting and like looking in this direction and that direction. And yet still, I feel like I just need to like get up and walk around, fan myself, take a breath.
Take the hat off for a little bit.
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
you know.
Scratch around my head because it's a little itchy, but carefully because I don't want to like smear any of this. I need to get to the interview. Sadly, I'll miss the rest of the night. Have fun, Devin Ruth. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Devin. One day we'll meet. We'll hang out. We'll chat. We'll get some coffee.
Thanks for all the Kickstarter support. Thanks for being awesome at PAX. And yeah, so I think we may just take a little pause, a little break, maybe like clean up a little bit of the table here.
A little girl, you mean all of it? I'm gonna clean up the table.
And then we may be back for some more games and stuff, and then we'll see where the evening takes us. I might take it off. I might take the face off on stream, or maybe we'll leave it on and we'll go out and get a drink or something. Live stream from Cece's maybe. But yeah, that's the plan. Oh, Oprazine says you're going to Twitch or staying on YouTube. James, what do you think? Like, if we're doing games, do you think we should stay over here or Twitch it up?
Probably go to Twitch for games.
I'm thinking Twitch, like, because we've got like, if you're on Twitch, catch me on Chatty Maddie's channel. Absolutely. So, Devin Rue, are you like going to Chatty Maddie? That's me. No, I'm Agatha Krusty now. Love You says Ivanhoe. Thank you. Dirty Hand says I don't know why I'm here, but whatever.
Same.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna go over to Twitch. So like everybody on YouTube who's been hanging out, awesome. If you want to follow the stream, head over to twitch.tv/prettyprettypixel. That's where we'll be. That's what we'll be doing. Evening plans are set, says Pixie Snakes.
Princess Pixel Party.
Yes. Oh, the pretty princess is here. Hooray. Oh, the royalty. Welcome to our court. And of course, follow Arson over at Instagram.com/Arson Nicki. I think James is going to put all the other URLs in the chat in a moment. There's L.BSHAW for Londyn Bradshaw. LB Shaw. And of course, Fraya Love, which I think is just Instagram.com/Fraya Love, right?
Yeah, Freya_love.
Oh, Freya_love. There she goes.
I think
Not
I'm
confusing
also-
with Freya Beauty, because fuck her.
I'm also going live on painting my face for a show tonight.
Oh,
Ooh, fun.
okay. It's now midnight, says Mina. Oh gosh, you've been keeping us company for a long time.
Oh,
yeah, we've been going for
wow.
about 3.5 hours. That might be why I just need to take a break and like not be on camera for just like a few minutes. But then we're gonna head over to twitch.tv/prettyprettypixel. We'll do some games. We'll figure out which ones we're doing. I don't know. And that's the plan. So, gosh, once again, thanks everyone for joining us. Thanks for all the Kickstarter support. Head over to Kickstarter.com and look for Queens of Adventure's Legendary Journey. Give us some support over there and get those rewards, get those pins. Matt needs a smoothie then onto. I might need a little. That's what I need.
A mimosa smoothie.
A mimosa smoothie. I might actually. We've got some. This isn't the most appetizing. We've got some Soylent in the fridge. Like I'm a little hungry, but I also don't want to like eat like this because I'm afraid of what that might do.
You're
So,
telling me.
Yeah.
Trust me, it doesn't
Except for
matter.
that time though when I had an entire thing of pad thai.
You did.
so-
You like ate a whole thing of pad thai in face on stream.
Devoured.
It was very brave. Yes. So yeah, we're gonna head over to Twitch in just a little bit, and I'll get a little bit of nourishment in my body. Thank you again to everybody for joining us. Thanks for making this
you.
possible. We love you all. Mwah. Until next time. I don't know, what's my catchphrase? Swish, swish.